Came here to say who won it from the jump. Came here to say to get exactly what you want. Came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, we live, you know. We came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, the sports show.
Yerrr.
Yerrr.
How the fuck he get here?
He was down here. Matt, you had the same privileges I do.
I
You
wasn't-
could have clicked them in.
So I'm just gonna say North Carolina is ghetto. Straight off the bat.
You're from the Bronx. You
North
have
Carolina
no right to
is
say anything is.
Yeah, you can't say nothing is ghetto
nothing
outside
is
of Bronx.
ghetto.
That shit don't make
No,
sense.
North Carolina ghetto. So get this, right? As Tay was putting in the chat, he's like, yo, where the hell you at, right? So I'm at my father's house. Got to come down here for business. I'm on the Wi-Fi on my phone. Everything is great. But I was like, yo, I want to use my laptop for the show tonight, and I can use my phone to pull up research and whatever just on the fly.
Yeah,
So I opened my laptop to connect to Wi-Fi. Literally the same network, ladies and gentlemen, the same network. And my laptop, my $13,000 Mac that I had to buy on fucking credit from the Apple store because you can't buy it anywhere else, can't connect to the Wi-Fi, but says the Wi-Fi is working. But my phone is connected just fine.
Because you have Bronx service.
And I'm like, yo, this
All the way.
is ridiculous. This is ghetto. So here I am on my phone, which I didn't want to do. But hey, this is what we do.
You look clear.
Yeah, you do. You are clear. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NBA preview episode of the Yerrr Sports Show. I am Big Baby, joined along with the voice of the generation, Pete Rosado,
Who is
BK
living
Matt,
the technological
Queen.
representation of the Knicks season.
And the Queen Tay, looking
With the
very
colors
dashing,
on too. With
very
the colors
dashing
on.
and lovely with the colors on.
Not dashing though. Not dashing.
She's about to stroll. She's about to stroll.
Oh,
Who the show that you trying to show off for is what I want to know. Like, what's this about? She got. It's like
she happy,
about
Matt.
to-
You know why she happy? She happy, Matt. Let's just let her live.
Oh,
Let her be happy.
yeah.
Let her be happy, Matt. Let her be happy.
Like it's gold and living her life like it's gold. Go ahead. Taking your freedom.
Don't tell me it took another turn. Tay, don't say it took
I'm
another
just
turn.
here being a good person,
Right.
She was gonna say a good Christian woman. I was gonna start laughing.
Mhm.
but I'm not Christian.
Oh.
Oh,
But you
Pete,
know
you,
what that
trying to
was
pull a
out for.
whole facts, I see.
No,
Yeah. He's trying
No.
to get you, Queen. He's trying to get you.
I'm
Get
celebrating you,
get his
Queen.
ass,
Listen,
Queen.
I was
Get his
Keep
ass.
running.
I was driving.
Run.
I was
You
driving
see
last
this?
night,
You see this?
and I was happy. I was happy for you. I was like, okay, all right.
Are you happier for me
I
than
was
me?
shocked. I was shocked. I didn't think
I don't know
that
why
either.
you shocked.
Are we talking about?
I'm shocked. I
Matt,
didn't think
you
that
know
either.
better. Matt, now
I was
Matt,
about to say you know her longer than
Matt.
I do, Matt, and I wasn't shocked.
Are we
Matt.
talking about last night's conversation?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
That
talking
was
about
funny.
last night's conversation.
Let me
That's
tell
what
you
I'm
something.
saying.
I
Nah.
appreciate-
Me and
let me
Tay need to
say
throw
something.
hands.
I really wanted to say I appreciate my brothers because last night we had a funny conversation last night. We were talking about sociopaths and dating trends, and I appreciate you guys, for our 2:00 in the morning talks. And
Nigga, Dre was passed the fuck out. He was going with
Yeah,
the world,
Dre-
bro.
Dre was asleep. Dre was
He
asleep.
I was
After
driving.
this interview,
I was
he was
driving
done.
on
the
the
three
East
of us,
Coast.
the three deviants were up very late last night for some god awful reason. I don't, I will
Well,
not
at least for
divulge.
one of us, I hope it wasn't god awful.
You gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Yeah,
need
you
to
better be on the
stopped.
show next. You better be on the show on Friday.
When
or
is
Saturday.
when are we doing our 150th episode?
We gonna
today?
find it. We're gonna find
Okay,
a
gotta
spot.
find
okay, just making sure.
Yeah. We're gonna find a
100,
spot because I'm sure we're not gonna have.
shout out to
two of our
y'all.
co-hosts.
Shout out to y'all because sometimes I think I'm bugging on things and you guys give me a different perspective. So I appreciate knowing that I have, you guys in my corner. when I'm at my best, which is 90% of the time,
99.
And then that
99.
99%, then that 10%, that 1%, sometimes, you got to keep it gangster.
And 8 days a week, Matt just got to relax.
You just got to relax.
I wasn't even that bad. But you know what the fuck he was doing with that sleeveless hoodie shirt? Like, what the fuck was you doing, bro?
What people gotta understand is the reason why we record the sports and stuff like that, but we have a passion for this because of how we rock with each other, and it's bigger than sports because we rock with each other and we actually have a bond outside the show. So I'm not going to divulge too many details, but sometimes we get into circumstances and situations, and we pop up with the most random conversations. And we make each other laugh. We make each other mad. I cursed out Dre right before this podcast, and you would never know.
She was outside.
And you know what? Like at the same
and
time,
sometimes you just be outside.
Damn, we got 12 people watching. Oh man, this might have to turn into an episode.
Tay has definitely come through for us in more times than we've ever needed to come through for Tay, but it's always about being reciprocal for that. And just Tay's always there.
With
Tay's
these
always
big ass words. Stop using these big ass words, man.
You don't know what reciprocal means?
I know what it means, but motherfucker, why? Why reciprocal? Reciprocal. That's too many fucking syllables. It's too many.
You know why? You know why? Because too many goddamn kids don't even know what it means, and they need to know what it means. Out here with the KCF to get his KFC. Stop it.
KCF.
Keep change flip.
But anyways, you know
That's
what?
right.
Let me tell you something. If anybody ever got a glimpse of our group chat, like you would look at us in a completely different light. You would.
That would need to be a movie. That would need.
For all you people who think that we some of us are so innocent, I promise you, I'm the worst one out of the four of us.
I agree. I agree.
Dre works. Dre's worse. Dre's by far the worst.
I'm worse
He's
than
just
Dre.
a silent killer.
Mm-mm.
But yeah. And I'm actually the innocent one.
You know what?
Dre, hit the button. Hit the button, Dre. Hit the button. Hit the button.
There is no button because we just gonna go straight into whatever we talk about today.
Yo, before we start, I want to give an extra special shout out to Gina, Match Gina, because she gave me a line from Sunday that's been stuck in my head all week, where she was like, "Frequent flyer miles," and I've been saying that at random all week. We were getting into a conversation that we were talking based on like dating and stuff like that, and we were talking about a situation, and now she said she got to get her freaking fly miles, bitch. And all week I've been saying that all week. As you know, guys, I'm finally off of bed rest, so I'm up and I'm out and about.
A lot sooner than we thought she would be, but it's cool.
A week is 7 days,
bro. You gotta relax. They gotta relax. You gotta relax. You gotta relax sometime. Like
I did last week.
And honestly, I'm terrified of you and Gina getting together. This is gonna be crazy.
Listen, Matt, you hold on. You and
Gina together is gonna be crazy.
Hold on, Matt. You know Tay's line of work, right? You know it. You know what it is.
That's how I want her to relax.
You expect her to not pull a "I'm gonna be healed up faster than I need to be."
Good point. I don't even know I'm tripping.
Yo, but shout outs to her because we had one of the funniest voice note conversations I think I had ever had in my life. I don't even think we were making sense
in the middle of our chat.
In the middle of the show. It was in the middle of the show. I think we was doing the show.
The show was over. It was in the middle of the chat.
The show was over.
The show was over. Oh, I looked in the chat. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? Why do I hear her in my chat?
The fact that Tay, I remember that day. Tay was just like, Tay was on asses. She was like, "Yo, where the link at? Where is the link?
Where the link? Where the link?" And then I was subjected to. And then the next day, I was subjected to what had to be maybe the worst podcast I think I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, here you go.
What are you talking about?
Here you go.
What are you talking about?
There's a lot of hateration in this room, but it's
the
all
shop
good.
is not a podcast.
For jumping on and hijacking the show. But shout out.
Do you know Heavy is the head? Heavy is the head that wears the crowd that carries 2 shows. I'm just saying.
Anyway, we welcome my guest.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown that carried 2 shows last week. Just saying. Hashtag.
If he don't have the silky on, Dre, we don't want him.
You don't need it because he's a New York Knicks fan just like the rest of y'all.
Come on, where's silky at?
Not because Monday Tay was talking shit about like me having this silky and saying that shit had a brown ring on it. You know, it didn't. I ain't forget that joke. I ain't forget that joke at all. I did not forget that joke at all. It was a good joke.
I didn't even know it was him on my podcast. You just should have said Wyclef.
You're right.
Wow.
So I wouldn't have got cursed out if I would just said Wyclef.
You still would have got cursed out.
Did we say Stu or did we just say Randy from backstage?
I don't know who.
Listen.
Oh,
You don't call him Randy either, so I mean,
nah, they call me Stu.
My God, you just ruined my Saturday night. You already ruined my Monday. Now
Like,
you ruined my Saturday.
I fully have accepted the fact.
My God.
I fully accepted the fact that I was the Chris Anderson of this starting 5, but I didn't know that Randy was going to be out Chris Bosh.
Birdman. Why would you think you're Birdman?
Because he was the whitest dude on that Miami team.
Peter, who's the LeBron James?
We all know who LeBron James is, Ted.
Yes, you're right, Peter. We know who LeBron James is. We know who
LeBron James is.
I swear to God, you better say, ooh.
And Peter.
Better not.
Who's the LeBron James of the podcast?
Do it.
Right.
Pete,
Speaking of LeBron James,
who's the LeBron James
about
of
the LA
Lakers?
We should talk about the LA Lakers and their chances in the West.
Peter.
No. Talk about the Miami Heat and LeBron James.
Peter, who's the LeBron James of the podcast?
Pete, don't.
Peter, let her know who LeBron James is.
This is the perfect time to have that Bronx phone service. Run. Don't even do it. Let's just don't do it. Just let it go. Let it go.
I think it's hard. I think it's very difficult to quantify the things that multiple people bring to this show.
Hello, Princess.
Hi, Peter. I asked you a simple fucking question that requires a
you gotta get
simple
used to it. You dating a black girl,
answer.
so you might as well get used to the attitude, bro. Just let it go. Run away.
What I'm asking, and who's the I'm not asking for no soliloquies. I'm not asking for a Shakespearean sonnet. I'm not asking for a 2-minute and 16-second voice note. I'm just saying, based on you being on a show for 3 years, right? And I'm gonna ask this one more time, right? Who is the LeBron James and who is the D Wade? That's it. Because we already know who Matt is.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Who am I? You better not say Giannis has. No, you better not. I will not even.
What? Yo, right?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Right?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Right? He's fine.
We can agree on that.
Matt, you know you're the Mario Chalmers.
The fuck out of here. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yeah, you the Mario Chalmers, man.
No, I'm not.
And Dre, you should know. You know damn well I'm the LeBron James. You called me the star of the team last week.
Yeah, so was Dwayne Wade.
No. So yeah, no, you're Dwayne Wade.
No, you're Dwayne Wade.
No, you're Dwayne. You're Dwayne Wade.
I'm pretty sure I'm LeBron.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Let's be real. Okay, let's do a tail of the tape. Let's do a tail of the tape. Okay, I have more followers than you. I have more followers than you on social media. That's right.
But he don't do
that's not fair.
That's not fair. He don't do the social media like that.
I bet you, right? I have more followers than you on social media. That's one.
Oh,
yes.
Number 2, right? I bet you that when I posted the Alicia Keys song and stuff, that was the first time I posted the episode on my Twitter, and we got 40 views on the video that I posted. Okay. And I'm the most. And I want to see. No, I'm the LeBron James of this.
I'm not no damn Mario Chalmers.
Me and Dre both.
I'll take Jesus Shuttlesworth before you ever put me with Mario Chalmers. I refuse.
Mario Chalmers, fan.
I mean, Matt, to be fair, I'm a better shooter than you, so you know, like
you Mario Chalmers.
You're Haitian. Shut up.
Wait, you're not even. Wait. Why is he even speaking? He's not even on the show.
Damn.
How the fuck am I Mario Chalmers? I'm not Mario Chalmers.
I increased last week.
I enjoyed it.
Last week, right? I increased the viewership. I increased the viewership on y'all show.
Hold on, what show? Talking about Backstage Bro? Talking about Backstage Bro?
What's the shop? What was the name of that show?
On
the shop. Did you see how many comments were on there?
Like,
you welcome. Only LeBron could do that.
Ooh, here she go. Now all of a sudden she's spaced.
Well, LeBron could do that because LeBron was on the show.
Yeah.
No. LeBron was in the comments. LeBron was in the comments.
No, D Wade was in the comments getting LeBron ready to come on the sub in.
LeBron was in
fuck all that. I'm not Mario Chalmers.
You are Mario. Me and Dre.
I'm not Mario. I'm not
Mario
fucking Mario Chalmers.
All right, you know it's cold. You know it's cold.
Wow, wow. You get. Oh, all right.
Now you know.
You know what? I'll give you Ray Allen. And where's Pete? You know what, Pete? Let me tell you something. I'm never defending you again.
Ouch.
I'm gonna let them have that.
I told you North Carolina was ghetto.
Tate threatened us a couple weeks ago. If we made fun of you, she was gonna raise hell.
No, dead ass.
We wasn't gonna talk about the way your facial hair was set up that one episode. That was crazy.
They said you look.
That was last week.
They said you looked like. I said you looked racist, and
that's not true. I said you look like Rufus the Naked Mole Rap. That's what I said. I didn't say nothing about herpes.
I mean, both of y'all weren't wrong though. Both of y'all weren't wrong. That's why I laughed. But no, dead ass though. North Carolina was being ghetto. My entire reception dropped out, and I
go back to his reception. You know what?
I'm telling you straight up.
He said that 17 minutes ago. He said that already, though. But he said that already.
It might have been a dude from Vietnam.
All right.
It might have been a dude from Vietnam.
Talk about Pete. What service do you have?
She's from Brownsville. That is not good when she cross spacing. You gotta run. She gonna cut you. It's in her mouth. Pause. It's right there.
Brownsville ain't that bad. Yeah,
I don't get it.
She's from the 90s variation of Brownsville. It is that bad.
Is that a machete?
Heart.
What is he doing? Like what?
There's a knife. I love it. The Puerto Rican in me is intrigued.
The Puerto Rican is just a double entendre.
Guys, anyway, let's get into the show. Oh,
y'all want D Wade? Y'all want a D Wade energy? That's what you're gonna get. I'm injured. I'm sorry. I gotta go.
I mean, not Tate with the defined traps though.
Wow.
So this NBA season 2023.
We carrying the show, LeBron.
I am Braun.
You don't. I carry the show. Well, see, my daughter said,
Your daughter's gonna say, because you feed her.
And you beat her.
No, I know. I never put my hand on my child. I never put my hand to God. I never beat my child.
That's crazy.
I don't even believe that.
I never beat my child.
All right.
It's okay.
And you know what, Dre? And I can bench press more than you too. So.
Oh.
Yeah, you definitely be LeBron after that. Cool. Go ahead.
Hold on. Before we start, Stu, why boy had the sleeveless hoodie on? What the fuck was that about? What was that about?
Here we go with the sleeveless hoodie again.
God.
Who had a sleeveless
hoodie? So much butt. Pause. First off, pause. All of that was wrong. It was just wrong.
And why
wear a
you?
sleeveless
Well,
hoodie.
why are you dressed like a dollar van driver? So I don't get.
Thank
Like,
you. He's Haitian. He's Haitian. In his defense, he's
I'm talking about you,
So, I mean-
Matt.
Oh, I'm not dressed like a dollar man.
You got the gold chain on.
You
For
think
what?
you think a Flatbush,
With your,
Flatbush,
Look,
your
Flatbush.
one ass,
Look,
your
look,
one
look,
ass
look,
chain.
money.
Yeah, with
He
your
got
one
two
ass
on
chain.
today. He got on
It's
two,
cool, it's cool.
but he's
No,
wearing a
no way.
silver one,
Jesus.
like he in recovery.
Nah, to answer your question, Matt. I mean, he was playing ball earlier today. He just came back from an open run, so he just hopped on the show just
Only
like that.
drug
so.
addicts wear silver silver chain.
Ooh.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yo,
Listen, listen, Pete. Listen,
20
Pete.
minutes into the show.
Oh, Pete. You saw how today was. You saw how today went. How like listen. We couldn't even get like a good sentence in without laughing. We couldn't even get a good sentence without laughing today on the show. So.
Avis, I gave you
Oh
a shout out,
my
hoodie. Oh my god,
Huh?
that was funny.
All right.
The NBA season.
Yes.
NBA season. 20 minutes into the show.
I think it went off the rails. Oh, you see,
We
I had
saw-
to bring it
and-
back.
and-
together.
Oh,
and
yeah, LeBron. Yeah, LeBron. You let it go.
I
off
brought
the
it back
rails.
together. I brought it back
I'm
together.
gonna apologize to Randy for saying this. We're gonna start talking about the NBA season late, like the Knicks playoff run gonna start late.
Why'd you have to go there?
Don't let him
why
speak
he
to you
does
like that.
that.
He a Nets fan. He got Ben Simmons on his team. So don't
You gotta
worry.
relax. You gotta relax.
Don't
You got
let him speak to you like that. He got
I
Ben Simmons.
heard he
Ben
actually picked up a
Simmons is his
basketball finally.
starting point guard.
I heard he actually picked up a basketball for the first time in 17 years.
I
Cool.
mean, Ben
Ben
Simmons.
Simmons.
Thank you, boo. And getting them frequent fly miles, bitch.
Oh my lord, here we go again.
Oh my God, here we go. But
We all know what the Knicks are waiting for.
Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid.
Zion Williamson.
well, let's start in
Goodbye,
New York
Pete.
since we're already speaking about them. The New York Knicks, they went into.
Are we okay? Okay, are we going? Since we weren't given any format for this, are we going open
no
talk
format.
or are we going? Oh,
No.
so we're gonna be on here for 3 hours then. So
No,
we're
we
going.
won't.
We just,
I'm gonna just start cutting mics. You start going along, all right, Peter.
That means Pete keep it down to like 30 seconds.
you see, Pete. You see. You couldn't even say I was a LeBron James this show.
My connection cut out. I told you. ICE came looking for me. They didn't believe I was Puerto Rican. You know, the migrant crisis. They was coming.
Believe you was Puerto
What are
Rican.
you
Others
talking
was
about?
not.
Make no goddamn
Sorry,
sense.
I got to.
What's he even
Yeah.
saying?
And once again, the connection.
What is he
Anyway,
even
no,
saying?
Matt did that. All right. The New York Knicks.
Make it make sense. Are we going
they got
team by
a limit-
team? Because I ain't got time for all that.
No,
We're not going team by team. Not going team by team.
Nah.
I'm selecting a few teams. So the New York
Randy,
Knicks,
you
they
look
got,
mad greasy too. Like
they got
take some of that
eliminated
oil off your
in-
face, bro.
What the
Yo.
oil?
Yeah, it's like blot.
yo,
And I don't know why you're wearing that blue and orange shirt with the navy blue and anime t-shirt. It looks weird, bro.
Not an anime T-shirt. It's our brand T-shirt. I just been playing basketball, playing games all day.
Do you even know how to play basketball?
Yes, I
Oh
do.
my God.
How tall are you?
5'10".
I mean, you're 5'7".
Nah,
No, he really is 5'10". He's 5'10".
yeah, Matt knows.
Oh
Matt
my-
gotta look up at him to speak.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Because I
No.
knew you was going to
Now,
come. Shut the fuck
so
up,
now,
bro.
now we got that out the way. The New York Knicks, they got eliminated in Queen Tay's favorite round, the second round town, by the Miami Heat. The New York Knicks, in fact, should have won that. The New York Knicks should, in fact, have won that series, but we all can probably agree that Julius Randle shit bed
Fucked it up. Yeah.
But
Randy,
yes, ma'am.
do I look pretty today?
Yes.
Thank you.
Why are you laughing?
because
that shoulder strap gonna make me laugh all day.
Running the
That
show.
shoulder strap
People
keep
brought
falling
the
down.
show.
That shoulder strap
Peter,
is
why you
not
keep
one of
looking
your.
at my shoulder?
Oh
We're supposed to be like
God.
brother and sister. Are you looking at my shoulder strap? What are you thinking about when you're looking at my shoulder strap?
I want to
Oh
know what
my
your workout is because you have well-defined traps.
I'll tell you later.
Thank you.
I lift up guys' expectations like this over my head, and then I drop them.
Oh my God,
Oh man.
LeBron.
So the New York
What do
Knicks'
you- what do you
expectations,
expect-
are they the
what do you
second
expect-
round again or further than that?
Right.
I think they're going to be in the same situation they were last year. I don't think there's no change between last year. I think
They're not
last
making
year,
the playoffs this year.
No, they will. But the only thing is, as much as people shit on Randall, he did have to get surgery on that ankle that he injured twice in the playoffs. He injured it in the Cleveland series.
do
And
He just shouldn't have. You know what?
Stop.
What?
No, not you, Tay. I was talking about Matt. I was saying.
Oh, don't fuck out.
Ooh, almost had
Nah, man. Nah.
Ooh, I was.
Matt, you gotta relax.
Ooh.
Matt, you gotta relax. I'm just saying. No, but I'm just saying he had to
I
have
almost had an out-of-body experience.
he had arthroscopic ankle surgery
I was about to be like,
on the left ankle. That he
Come for
needed.
him, Matt. Come for him with arthroscopic. Come for him and his work.
It's coming. It's coming for us. It's coming. Go ahead.
Hey, yo. but he had ankle surgery. But at the same time, Jalen Brunson needed help. I know the only addition that they made was getting Dante DiVincenzo. They did need extra shooting. From what I've been seeing in the preseason, they've been mixing, matching with lineups. I do see the fact that Hartenstein is extended to the three-point line and shooting the three. I went to a game last Saturday against the T-Wolves. I do think that they might.
Game, by the way.
I know I was there. I do think the fact that going into the season, Tibbs might experiment a 10-man rotation like he did last year and include Fournier because they do need shooting. That's what they were missing in the Miami Heat series in the second round. And with Randall basically playing on one bum foot, I'm not sure how he would have played. I'm not sure it would have made any of a difference. But I will say to that credit, he is coming into camp in shape. There's certain things I would hope he added to his game, having that off-season off. Relax, man. Listen, I'm just speaking in terms of the Knicks fans. I'm not speaking in terms of my personal beliefs. But
right. What are your personal beliefs?
My personal beliefs is I do think the fact that this team can get somewhere, but not this season. Milwaukee and Boston are too dominant in the Eastern Conference. Miami is still a wild card because the best thing about Miami is the fact that Eric Spoelstra is able to get anybody off the street and literally drag them to the promised land. So they picked up Thomas.
Sound like maybe next year for the Knicks again.
If they get Embiid, because right now you got to monitor the situation of Joel Embiid. So whatever happens with James Harden and his situation, you got to monitor that situation in Philly. So you don't want to basically overplay your hand in terms of how you got to deal with that. So you don't want to basically trade him now. So by the time the offseason comes around, the Knicks can actually be in the market to trade for Joel Embiid, knowing that James Harden's off the books, at least from that standpoint.
Yeah, but like we were talking about earlier, the big thing is it's not. Yes, they should go after Joel Embiid, and that should be the center that they go after. But we all know what the rumor and innuendo is.
I think
that Zion Williamson wants to come to New York, where he wanted to be drafted to begin with. And the Knicks are very, very much enticed by the idea and very intrigued by the idea of bringing Zion Williamson to New York and pairing him with Jalen Brunson and pairing him with the team that they have right now. And the thing is, what are we seeing? What are we seeing out of Zion so far in the preseason? We are seeing what we have seen out of everybody the Knicks have ever gone after in the last 10 years or so. He's looking really, really, really good now. For now. Right. He's looking really good right now. He's showing the reasons why he was a number one pick, why he was considered to be the most dangerous young player in the NBA. And at the end of the day, the Pelicans want to get out from under him at this point. At this point, they're just like, we're done with the BS. We're done with everything that we've had to deal with. And the Knicks are going to do what they've always done. The Knicks are going to put up a package for him, thinking he's going to be the great savior for New York. And
Well, Pete, I have something to combat that. Considering the fact that I do have somebody on the inside that happens to work for the team. Actually, that's not where they're trying to go with Zion Williamson. Everything is either contingent on either trying to go for Donovan Mitchell again, trying to do that run back again, or Joel Embiid. Those are the only two names that are coming up. Now, Zion is an enticing piece only because of one reason and one reason only, is the fact that RJ Barrett, his college teammate, is on the team. That's the only reason, period. But
that whole thing broke up. I didn't hear any of it.
And he's cheap.
Who's cheap?
Zion Williams.
He won't
right now. It's cheaper.
He won't
be in the long run. But right now, he'd be cheaper.
He won't be in the long run, but it's just a matter of just trying to figure out. Right now is the team is standing pat. They're going to play the season as is. Probably going to make minor moves in mid-season if they do need a dire need. But right now,
a power forward.
I think Donovan Mitchell
they do need a power forward. Donovan Mitchell, if they don't get him the second time around, I do think Miami he gets their guy or gets a guy. But you like the way the season is looking at right now in the Eastern Conference is a 2-team race. Unless if Miami makes a huge deal to get somebody or anybody like that can help with that team, because Bam can definitely cover the 4 and the 5 on the defensive end and score. The one thing I do need them to do from that standpoint,
not consistently though.
That's what I'm saying. Not consistently. Bam is going to be too exhausted. Jimmy, he's getting older. You got to start giving the keys to Tyler Hero in terms of scoring. Now, look, hear me out. For now, for this season only, provided they don't make any moves, because the fact of the matter is this:
you've been talking too long for a guest.
But you can't. I love sports. I just came to talk ball.
You're mute.
Randy, you on finish.
Oh, I thought you said I was on mute.
I was on mute.
Oh,
Dre was on mute.
but I do think in terms of the Knicks right now, man, they're pretty much where they were last season. I don't think they're going to be anything above or anything below where they are.
Yeah, second round. It's the second round team.
Queen, your thoughts on the Knicks?
You know what's crazy? We have the same conversation about the Knicks every year. And it's like you say the same things, like the keywords that you use. They're one piece away. They're 2 pieces away. They have the same core. They don't have this. So they do have, like, I've been hearing that same conversation about the Knicks for the better part since the Knicks tape era, since maybe even before that. And I feel like what the problem is when you're too stagnated on not making those power moves, you get left behind and become the mid card of the teams in the East. Like you have teams like Cleveland who are making moves. You have Miami who, like you said, is what I do agree with. Miami is a wild card, and Spoelstra makes moves with what he don't ever do that again. Ever. You. But you have Cleveland making moves. You have Boston making moves. You have Milwaukee making moves. So what happens is the Knicks go lower and lower down the totem pole, right? So where they move out of potentially being a second round team to now potentially getting knocked out of the first round by seeding from any of these teams. Like they're always waiting for somebody. They're always waiting for the next big thing. And it's because they're not making the right moves back behind the scenes to prepare them for the here and now. Because Tom Thibodeau is the right coach, I feel. And with the right system, I feel. And like you said, without the right pieces. But we hear this over and over again. And I feel like we've had you on the show. They jog my memory because I don't remember jackass. And we've talked about the same thing 2 years ago. And we're here again at the same position with the Knicks. And I think I gave my thoughts on the Knicks last week. So thank you, LeBron, for asking me again. We talked about this 2 episodes ago, but
now everybody heard it.
Yeah. Well, the same people are going to hear it again. But I feel like the Knicks are going to be in the first round and probably get knocked out. They do not have the pieces. And like you said, okay, Julius Randle had orthopedic surgery, but the thing is he should have sat down then. He shouldn't have played. Because he did more harm. He did more harm than help.
You can say
during that playoff. And I don't want to lament over the last series against Miami like it's over, it's done or whatever. But at the end of the day, like I don't see anything from the Knicks to me that made them a top anything more than where they were last year.
I mean, my issue with the Knicks has been
at best.
I think Tay, you hit the nail on the head when you talked about the Knicks.
LeBron usually does.
With them making moves. I think the Knicks have made moves. The problem with the Knicks has always been they make the wrong move, right? So Randy was bringing up the fact that they want to go again after Donovan Mitchell. Explain to me why you need 2 guards on the same team. You don't need Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson. You could complement Jalen Brunson with pieces around him that are not the same type of player or caliber of player that he is. Listen, yes, the experiment failed, right? The experiment failed, but at least Brooklyn made bold moves. The experiment failed and blew up in their face, but they made bold moves. They said, we're going to get Kevin Durant. We're going to get Kyrie Irving. We're going to get, James Harden. We're going to try to comp. We got our point guard. We got a scorer to take
me and Dre laughed at y'all. Me and Dre laughed at y'all because y'all was all but saying that we was going to eat beef patties and have this whole parade going down Flatbush Avenue.
On paper, it looked like that. On paper, listen. Yeah. On the same way right now. The same way right now in the East, in the East and the West. Right now, the two teams on paper that seem to have the best chances of going to the final, especially if you look at the odds in Vegas, are Milwaukee and are Phoenix because of the players that they have and the teams that they have, the players on paper that they have, right?
I was just about to say, Boston has better chance than Milwaukee does.
Boston's a better chance than Phoenix.
They have
I'm not going East. I'm not comparing Eastern Conference, Western Conference.
If I'm not mistaken,
he said Milwaukee.
According to Vegas,
Milwaukee,
go ahead,
is the favorite to win the title.
I think Milwaukee, after they made
Milwaukee's
the trade,
always favored to win the title.
But after they made the trade for Dame, they became the favorite in the East. And I believe that after the trade that Phoenix did with putting that team together, they became the favorite in the West. They actually had better odds, I believe, than the Nuggets. They actually went above the defending champion Nuggets because of the fact that they put together the team that they had. And again, this is on paper. So we can sit there, like I said, on paper, the Nets looked like a team that was going to go for the title. And it blew up. It blew up in their face.
They never did.
That's the issue with the Knicks. The Knicks don't make the bold moves. The Knicks are sitting here saying, we're going to throw the boat at Donovan Mitchell. And you know why Donovan Mitchell is probably chomping at the bit for this? Because he knows I just secured a big bag with Cleveland. And now the Knicks are going to try to come after me again. And I'm going to get another bag. And I don't have to do a damn thing. Because Donovan Mitchell could have laid an egg. The last couple of seasons.
He didn't re-sign nothing.
He got traded there.
So he's going to be a free agent. Okay. They'll get him as a free agent.
Yeah. But he's going to get a bag, and he could have done nothing in Cleveland. And
they can afford it. The Knicks can afford it. This is what I'm saying.
No, the Knicks cannot afford to continue. The Knicks cannot afford to continue to make the same mistakes they've been making for the last decade and a half. What the Knicks need to do is I agree.
Julius Randle bum ass?
No, hold on. I agree with what Randy was saying. The focus in the building should be to go after a guy like an Embiid. And if you can't go after an Embiid or get him, I would go after Zion. I don't think you need a Donovan Mitchell. You don't need that type of player on that team because you have Jalen Brunson. You're trying to put pieces around Brunson that can help on the shooting end in terms of like the energy guys like Josh Hart, shooters like DiVincenzo. You need to build that lower half of the team. You don't need to worry about getting another guard, another shooter who does the same damn thing that Jalen Brunson already does.
We need a backup 4.
Right.
Zion Wilson is a 4.
But right, and I would go after Embiid, and then if you can't get Embiid, I would go after Williamson because Williamson wants to come to New York. As you said, because of his history, it's probably going to be a bit cheaper on right now to get him, and he wants to come here. So if you can't get Embiid, I'd go after Zion. You don't need to be going after Donovan. But this, again, is the Knicks' problem for the last decade and a half. They want to make all these moves. They want to go from worst to first so quickly, but they always key in on the wrong players. The only time I will say the Knicks made the right move and putting everything in there is when they say, yo, we're going to make the gamble like every other team was trying to do when LeBron became a free agent. And it was like, yo, we're going after Bron, right? Because everybody was willing to do that. And that's what you have to do.
All right, okay. So I want to move forward. I want to move forward from the Knicks because the Knicks will be a hour conversation. I know, Matt, you have something to say about the Knicks. But
so Matt can't say what he got to say? Because you can't
I was going to give him the first topic of the first thoughts of the next topic. So go ahead, Matt. No, Matt, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go to the next thing.
Matt, go. Speak. Say it. Go. There's no time limit. There's no time limit. Go ahead.
To address the Wild Knicks,
that's a really sloppy ball handling.
What? You an asshole. Yo, his face is all right. Cool. All right. Why would the Knicks need another combo guard? Because where the Knicks bad in Miami series is, they only had one scorer, and it was only on Jalen Brunson. And they were looking for RJ Barrett to step up, and then he was inconsistent. He showed up some nights, but then some nights he took off. Where you pay a Julius Randle this amount of money to be that type of player, he's not being consistent. So you need somebody who's reliable for scoring. Now, you can put all your eggs in the basket to try to get a Joel Embiid, but you know, with the Knicks' history, good chances that's not going to happen. It's a good chance it's not going to happen.
I'd be shocked.
I would be freaking befuddled if it happens.
Yeah, I'd be shocked.
That's real. That's just real talk. Now, as far as the Zion Williamson thing, again, you can get him on the cheap, just like you can kind of get Donovan Mitchell. You can give Donovan Mitchell a decent to good contract, and you can give Zion Williamson, I guess, whatever he's owed, but you can give him incentives because he's not reliable. His availability is questionable at best. So again, it makes sense to try to make certain moves. So to say that, the Knicks would be dumb to go after Donovan Mitchell knowing that he's going to be a free agent and you don't got to pay him that much money, and they're about to be another collective bargaining agreement where they're going to have the money to do all of this, it makes sense to get Donovan Mitchell. It makes sense to try to go after Joel Embiid because he's going to be owed a maximum contract. Why? He just won the MVP last year. So with that being said,
but he's getting old though.
He's turning 29 this year, so he's about to enter 30 next year by the time we get him. So
you act like Donovan Mitchell ain't gonna get a max deal.
No, he will.
He's not.
Yes, he
not
will.
Not to the degree of what you would give a Joel Embiid. No, I don't think you're gonna give him that.
Donovan's gonna get a max deal.
That I probably agree.
No, he'll get. Embiid should get more, as he should. He's a better player. But Donovan Mitchell is gonna get a max contract. And the thing is, he knows he's going to get it from the Knicks. I don't think he did. I think if you're going to give out a max contract, go after Embiid. Don't give it to Donovan Mitchell. I'm sorry. I'm prioritizing the needs of my team. I don't need another combo guard right now when I need down low help. I need a 4. I need a 5. I need somebody who can take over the game in the low post because Mitchell Robinson ain't it. And Isaiah
Harden. You think Joel Embiid is going to be in a low post? Joel Embiid stretches out to the baseline.
Right, but you know what? When I say a low post, I'm talking about a 4 or 5. If he wants to be a stretch 4, fine. But that's fine. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I know I can throw the ball down into the post, and Embiid can either move down there or he can stretch out and do what he needs to do. I don't need another guard that does exactly what my high paid guard does right now.
Exactly what Jalen Brunson.
The only problem I have with the Joel Embiid thing is that Joel Embiid is not available when you need him to be.
Thank you. Mitchell does not mix games. You know what you're getting. So why would you not go after a guard? Why would you not go after a combo guard that is a reliable scorer? Yeah. Jalen Brunson, though he's really good, I don't see Jalen Brunson averaging over 20, 25 points. Donovan Mitchell is more than capable of averaging over 25 points. And looking at all of these teams that have 2 scorers or 3 scorers, like a Phoenix, who you just said is a Vegas favorite, or Milwaukee, who is a Vegas favorite, or Boston, who has literally 3 players that can average over 25 points.
It's not about averaging points. It's not about.
It is about averaging points.
No, I will 100%. I will 100% say that this is more than likely due to the fact that I do not subscribe to the current model of NBA thinking of positionless basketball. I don't. I will 100%.
What happens to the traditional point guard? Like the art of point guarding has died.
Allen Iverson happened.
Steph Curry killed it to me. Allen Iverson started the Swift assassination, and Steph Curry killed it.
Isaiah Thomas, he was a tiny ultra ball. He was one of the first point guards to do it. Without those guys, you don't get Iverson.
Why you coming into somebody's house contradicting everything they trying to say? Like, I don't understand.
my thing is I don't subscribe to this modern day NBA thinking of
but before Isaiah, but right after Isaiah Thomas, like, you know, you had traditional point guards that came and knew how to play the game. Like, you had people. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas at the time was a monolith. You get what I'm saying? After that, you had the John Stocktons, you had the Jason Kidds, you had the Chris Pauls, you had people who knew the one.
Oddly enough, Tay, last time the Knicks were really good, they had a traditional point guard, Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
That was 10 years ago.
And the last time they were really good.
The last time they were good.
But see, that's my thing.
The Knicks tape era was magical.
They got kicked out of the second round.
But my thing is, I believe. Listen, I'm okay.
But wasn't that the unfortunate time when oh my goodness, didn't Amari go down because he punched the fire extinguisher?
That was the year before. The year before.
That was the year before.
Yeah, against Miami.
There wasn't Baron Davis. Didn't he?
Baron Davis, yeah.
He tore his ACL, MCL.
Yeah. That was that year. Somebody else went down during that Knicks tape year too. So
Jeremy Lin tore his meniscus that year.
But Jeremy Lin didn't show. But Jeremy Lin didn't show up that year either. So.
Yeah, my big thing is this. Listen, I've grown to be okay with the idea of the stretch fours and the stretch fives. Like but
the one and the two became so interchangeable that I never minded a stretch 3 and a 4. I think the only position to me that has remained the same is the center. Every 3, 2, 1, and 2.
The fives aren't centers anymore. They don't play down low. They don't play. They don't. Though. They don't. Everybody wants to shoot threes now. Everybody wants to shoot.
Everybody wants to shoot a three.
Giannis wants to shoot because Giannis is considered a power forward / center, and he's out here shooting threes. And Nikola Jokic is legitimately a center, and he out here shooting threes. Yes, he is.
4 overseas.
The man is 7 feet tall.
We're also not talking about overseas. We're talking about here.
I'm saying his real position is a power forward.
Yeah,
you know,
and Joker plays more down low. And Joker plays more down low than most players in the league today. Like,
he's one of the few players. He's one of the few players that is a starting 5 that legitimately plays like an old school 5 most of the time. My issue is you see a lot of these teams that have 3 of they're going to college style of basketball now where they're having 3 or 4 guards, 3 or 4 scorers, and they're doing all of that. And here's the thing though, there's only one team that it's really worked for consistently, and that's Golden State. That's it.
It's AAU basketball. Like they don't even run plays anymore. Like this era of basketball, they don't even run plays. Like there's no back then it was a triangle offense, it was a Princeton offense, it was 7 seconds or less. It was Jack McKinney's Showtime with fast break. Like nowadays, offenses are basically just pick and roll. Yes, sir.
I was watching.
Queens get the money.
I was watching an interview. Literally, it came across my feed on social media. Came across my feed in social media, and it was I forget who it was that was. They were interviewing the Olympic team, and it was Wade and LeBron and all of them, and they talked about how Kobe said in the opening huddle, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna run through Paul Gasol on the opening play," and they were like, "No, you're not. That's your teammate. Whatever." He's like, "I know what their first play is gonna be. Gasol's going to be the last screen, and I'm a run through him." And then they showed a video of Kobe G-checking Pau Gasol because he knew exactly what the play was. But to your point, Randy, that don't happen nowadays. You don't have these guys, like you said, running plays, running design plays. Everything is this street AAU college kind of mentality. And this is why we're not seeing sustained success out of a lot of these teams. We're seeing guys just trying to team up and be like, yo, we're going to do a 3-4 man super team. It lasts 1 or 2 years and then it blows up and we trying it all again. And this is why teams are not seeing sustained success. And the ones that are the ones that are smart enough to say, okay, we're going to stockpile something over here. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And we're going to continue to build. And it needs to stop. It really does need to stop. I understand where Matt's coming from about the statistics of Donovan.
It's an evolution, bitch. It's never gonna stop.
Right. And Matt's not wrong about Donovan Mitchell's statistics and Donovan Mitchell's abilities. I'm not gonna sit here and talk negatively about that.
Hey,
what I am gonna say is the Knicks don't need when we list their needs, I know we're talking NBA right now, but Matt, the same way the Jets didn't need Dalvin Cook, they wanted Dalvin Cook, is the same way the Knicks don't need Donovan Mitchell. They want Donovan Mitchell. There's a difference.
So I want to move forward from the Knicks and go on to the Celtics because you guys were talking about.
Dre been trying to move on from the Knicks since 36 minutes into. But you know what's so crazy? I came and I showed love to y'all shop podcast on Monday, and I spammed y'all with over 300 comments, and only one of y'all from that show is actually watching the show right now. Just so you know.
No, we appreciate you.
Yeah, let's see if that ever happens again.
What? Michael's in here. Grizz is in here too.
Shop.
Then they have to shop, and the other two.
But nobody's commenting.
Let's see. Queens
only Eric.
Not
Speaking about the Clippers.
No. Speaking about the Celtics. Speaking about the Celtics, they've made some moves in the offseason. They traded away their heart and soul of the team and Marcus Smart.
They got an upgrade.
He obviously wasn't the heart and the soul. They traded it away.
They got an upgrade.
They wanted to go a different direction. So Matt, I'm gonna start with you. With Drew Holiday on the Celtics now, do we see the Celtics actually getting back to the finals this year?
100%. They lost.
No,
they got. I mean, I'm not gonna say they got rid of. They lost a Marcus Smart and gained the Drew Holiday, who's also a defensive specialist who can guard all 5 positions on the floor, and he's more than capable of controlling the tempo of the offense. And he's a traditional point guard, like what Pete is saying that the Knicks need. Right? He's 100% a traditional point guard, so he's able to minimize the turnover that has been plaguing Boston for like the last 3 or 4 to 5 seasons. Well, honestly, since they lost what's his boy name? Is it Terry? What's his name? Terry Rozier?
Scary Terry?
Yeah. Ever since they lost him. So that pickup, and then I mean, granted they lost what's his name? Grant Williams. Matt, I think
Robert Williams. Didn't they lose Robert Williams as well?
They lost Robert Williams.
Malcolm
Williams is in Portland and Malcolm Brogdon, but Grant Williams is now is on Dallas. But
they needed that, honestly.
Yeah, they definitely needed that. That Dallas looks a lot more better. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They needed that.
But they added Porzingis, who's a 7-foot player. Granted, he's a pretty decent blocker. He can spread the floor. He's more than capable of shooting really well from the field. But I think the real question will be his health and his attitude if he has matured. So I mean, look, I don't judge him for his Knicks behavior and what happened in Dallas. He did pretty decent in Washington, but it's Washington. Yeah. But
I mean, that's a huge test.
My issue is they're a marshmallow. Boston's a marshmallow right now.
I don't know how you figure that.
What? Because right now all you have is exterior players, and your biggest down low presence is 40,000-year-old Al Horford,
who's more than capable of still contributing.
Right. No, I'm not. Again, we're not talking about contributing. I'm talking about the only player that's going to play below the free throw line is Al Horford, because you got a whole bunch of guys who are just going to shoot and play around the perimeter. Even Porzingis is not going to play down low, or else he's going to get hurt. The reason why Porzingis has been able.
Not true. Jaylen Brown is a mid-range shooter, and so is Jason Tatum.
Who's playing defense?
Jason
Tatum, Jaylen Brown.
Drew
Porzingis.
Holiday.
Drew
We
Holiday.
don't talk
Porzingis.
about Jason Tatum
Al
and
Horford.
his magician disappearing act.
Offense is
Kevin
different.
Durant? You talking about? Did you not? They're both two-way players. Pete, you gotta relax.
They
bro.
they locked up KD and Kyrie just about almost 2 seasons ago. Let's not forget that, and swept them in the first round. Like they're entering their prime right now. The thing with Boston right now is the one thing I disagree. They are not what you say. Lose it, yeah, sure. They had addition by subtraction. They had too many guys that will give you defense, but not many offense. Now they have a perfect blend of both. Peyton Pritchard is going to be their best backup off the bench. You got Sam Hauser who can spread the floor. They got a guy, Pritchard's going to be dope. Horford's going to
did pretty good in preseason.
Who did really good in preseason. So
yeah.
Boston has a solid 8 to 9 man rotation they can definitely use. And if they want to get a backup big, they can get that at any point in time. Andre Drummond is still on. Like if Chicago put Andre Drummond on the market tomorrow for a rebounder, they will do it. And not only will they do it, they'll be better for it because that's one thing. That's the only thing that I worry about Boston is rebounding. But everybody's been talking about Phoenix being the best scoring team in the league. It's going to be the Celtics because of the fact that Tatum and Brown can go for 27 a night. KP can give you a cool 20. Drew Holiday can stay in the court. He's more than capable. Like I think he had a 50 piece last year. So
yeah.
Exactly. So it's not even the fact that that they can't defend this and the third. They will defend.
They will defend. That's the thing.
You got to lock up from 1 through 4.
Exactly, and what you lacked in Marcus Smart, who was an offensive liability, you picked up in Drew Holiday, who's not an offensive liability, and you're still getting the same defensive intensity. So, in all honesty, they elevated everything that plagued them, because what plagued them in that Miami series, turnovers. That's what plagued them. You're not getting turnovers from Drew Holiday.
No,
he's a good point guard, and he fits that Boston mentality, which is a defensive-minded team. Granted, they don't have Robert Williams no more. Cool. They don't have Marcus Smart. Cool. But Kristaps Porzingis is more than capable of blocking shots and grabbing rebounds. Drew Holiday is more than capable of guarding 1 through 5 because he did play up on Joel Embiid. He did play up on a lot of bigs, Anthony Davis. Like, he's more than capable of shutting down 1 through 5 and still give you 16 to 24.
That's
on
true.
Any given night.
I think what I'm very, and I think Randy's going to understand where I'm coming from with this. I'm very baseball centric in the fact that, like, I go by what I see, right? I don't go by the back of the baseball card. I don't go by what you have done or what you're capable of doing. I go by what I see, right? And what I see out of a guy like Jason Tatum is a guy who disappeared in many pivotal moments of the Celtics playoff run and the Celtics season. I see a guy like Jaylen Brown who has the ability to be an all-star player and is an all-star player. But Jaylen Brown was another one who disappeared, right? Jason Tatum disappeared, one of the great players in the NBA, right? Al Horford is 45,000 years old. I'm going to give him flowers as being the biggest named Dominican player in the NBA, but he's also 45,000
So is
years
LeBron,
old.
But look, he's still more than capable.
We're not saying that Al Horford and LeBron are going to be put on the same page.
No, but I'm saying you're going by age. Age doesn't always dictate everything because LeBron is a testament to that. Tom Brady's a testament to that. You can't go off age.
But what I'm saying is he's 45,000 years. Kristaps Porzingis, yes, he is a 7-foot guy who has the ability to grab rebounds and block shots. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that for the Knicks, and he didn't do that for Dallas. But he did it for Washington because he was the only guy really doing a lot on that team at that time when he was there. So he did accumulate the stats and fill up the stat sheet. But at the end of the day, that is not what Kristaps Porzingis does. He is not a rebounding machine. He is not a block shot machine. He is a shooter and he is a scorer in the sense of a Euro basketball player. So at the end of the day, yes, the Celtics do have a formidable offensive team. But what my worry is, if Al Horford goes down for any extended amount of time, if Kristaps Porzingis goes down, for any extended amount of time, if Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown once again do their disappearing acts at pivotal times in the Celtics season, the Celtics do not have players like Grant Williams, players like Robert Williams III, players that actually shut it down defensively. I'm sorry, I don't want every game to be 150 to 148. I don't. And that's what
I don't think
mentioning the same Robert Williams the third that was inconsistently playing and was not always available. Are we talking about that same one? Because I can. It's interchangeable.
He was injured during the playoffs.
Yes,
let's not forget that. But the thing about it is with the Celtics, we're talking about the additions they made in terms of player personnel. The biggest addition of what makes the Celtics a championship team is what they made on the bench, and no one's talking about it. The fact that they brought Sam Cassell as an assistant coach on that bench, he is a vital piece to the 08 championship run that they had 15 years ago. And he's been everywhere he's been an incremental reason why those teams he coached had the success they've had. That's one. Two, now you also bringing back former Celtics that are coming back into the fold, like a Rondo who can definitely coach in this league because of his IQ. You bring back RuPaul Pierce, who I hate till this day, you're bringing back KG, Eddie House, and guys.
He said RuPaul Pierce.
Yes, I did. I said RuPaul Pierce. That's how I call him. But
I got relax.
but to bring back these Celtics and actually legit do work with the guys that are actually in the locker room and doing what they're doing in order to win a championship, those are pieces that you need to win in this league. That's what the Heat have been doing for as long as they have. That's why the Lakers have always won all those fucking championships. So you bring guys from the past in order to make sure that there's a task to do. The Boston Celtics are synonymous with one thing and one thing only: winning championships. So to do that, you have to bring back those guys in order to get to that point. Same thing as with the Lakers. I know you guys are going to talk about the Lakers, further on, but that's what they
don't have to talk about the Lakers. I'm just saying. I mean, I thought we were going to talk about our conference, but
what's interesting is we're talking about Boston.
It was my turn.
Queen.
Good.
Thank you very much. Going back to the point you made about Sam Cassell, right? My concern with all this is that the constant narratives that I hear is that we always have the right pieces at the right times, but it never formulates to the wins. Like last year, we had these same discussions about Phoenix and Milwaukee. Last year, it was Phoenix and Milwaukee. The year before, it was Phoenix and Milwaukee, and it doesn't happen. Like I feel like I do agree. I jumped on the Milwaukee train too soon because I was excited for Dame. We've been big Dame fans since the beginning of the show, and always wanted him to have the chance to see his hard work come into fruition and to be able to be a part of a winning culture, right? But I feel like with the Boston Celtics, I don't feel like winning is synonymous with their legacy because they haven't won in so long. They haven't done anything of note in 15 years. You get what I'm saying? So the new age basketball fans, like I said, Sam Cassell is a beast as an assistant coach. You get what I'm saying? What he did with the Clippers, even though the Clippers are a team
that was Doc Rivers.
What?
No, I said that was all Doc Rivers that screwed that up. It wasn't just him.
I knew he was going to go there too.
Yeah.
No, but you didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish my point. And one thing you have to understand when you come on my show, you let me finish my point before you interject.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
You gotta relax.
Thank you very much. So the Clippers were that team that we talked about for years and years that were supposed to be the team that ran the Western Conference. You get what I'm saying? I still don't see Phoenix having the pieces needed to be that team in the West. I don't see it. I don't know why I don't see it, but I don't see it. It's just me. Maybe it's just me. But when we talk about the Celtics, I feel like Jrue Holiday is going to uplift that team. Do I feel like they're going to run into an issue with Milwaukee? You goddamn right they are. Do I think that the Heat, teams like the Heat, are going to give the Celtics problems. Yes, they are. You get what I'm saying? Do I think on your off night, teams like the Knicks can give them problems? Yes, indeed. Do I
Indiana
think,
too.
I was about to say, do I think teams, the way that they are structured, I do not see that bench being deep enough to withstand inconsistencies with some of their players. That's just me.
That's fair.
And we're not
Okay.
even talking about the younger teams that are still growing in the Torontos, in the
No.
Clevelands, in the Atlantas that still have pieces that are
We're
dangerous.
sleeping on Cleveland, y'all. We are sleeping on Cleveland. Yeah, you do that now. Look, remember today when y'all sitting there talking about when we sitting here talking about the NBA season next year, be like, yo, I thought Boston had it, yo.
Yeah, definitely in Cleveland.
No, I would never say.
And we're not even talking about how Murray could improve Atlanta. I believe that exactly what Tay is saying. You know, Cleveland does have one of the best young teams in the NBA.
And those
Right.
young teams like to make a run. And
And,
those
and
young
don't, and don't forget, we still
do y'all
got
remember how good? Do y'all remember how good Atlanta was 2 seasons ago?
No.
the Knicks. Remember,
I thought they were good, but I didn't see them going nowhere like of any relevance. I ain't see them all.
But Pete, what have been since?
well, yeah, but they had a down
It
year,
doesn't matter.
and now they only got DeJounte Murray.
This is my thing. It's any given season.
Yeah, 100%.
It's any given series. Any given series. Every series has an identity. You get what I'm saying? And once you get into a rhythm, and once you get into, like I said, I feel like we're sleeping on. Cleveland has a chance of upsetting one of those teams, and Milwaukee, to me, is not a stranger to an upset. It happens to them every year. And I don't feel like Boston is big and bad. I just don't feel it.
Am I mistaken? Van Vliet re-signed, right?
No, he's in Houston. He's in Houston now.
He's in Houston.
Yeah,
okay.
With Dylan Brooks.
Well, we still got what?
Houston might be a problem, though. I can tell you that.
Everybody always talk about Houston too, on and off. Like, Houston is trash.
I think the young team to watch.
I said could be a problem.
I think the two young teams, the two young teams to really watch, Oklahoma City. Because I think Chet Holmgren's going to be a problem and nobody realizes it. And I also think, and I know this is going to be really, really strange, and a lot of people going, I'm not afraid of Victor Wembanyama. I am afraid of Greg Popovich having Victor Wembanyama. That is what I'm afraid of.
Okay.
I like that.
I am not afraid of Victor Wembanyama on any other team. But you give him the pop? Listen. And I think the boy subverted a lot of expectations because he had those two terrible exhibition games and summer league, and everybody wrote him off as, oh my God, he's not as good as everybody. And he's been killing it in the preseason right now and really flashing dominance. I honestly feel like Victor Wembanyama, under the tutelage of Greg Popovich, under the tutelage of those San Antonio legends, San Antonio might be that year where it's like, yo, we've been quiet for a few years. We gonna stir something up. Because it's always unexpected out of Popovich. San Antonio don't do nothing for a while, and then all of a sudden they're in the conference finals. Like, how the hell did they get here?
Well, the only thing about it is, like, Wembanyama was gifted to Pop because of Tony Parker. like, listen. You know, let's.
So he's their Patrick Ewing.
No. But let's not act like sports outside of wrestling don't make some fixes around. All right. Like we knew, like, hell, me and Dre even talked about it in the chat. The fact that Wembanyama was going to San Antonio, like, we all knew that. Like, Stevie Wonder could have seen that coming, but giving him to Pop, but like Victor Wembanyama is like, well, he's 19, right? I believe, right? 19, 20.
Yep.
Like, he's like
you voted.
She's being the queen, man. Wembanyama's like 19 or 20, man. You got to give him some time to grow. When Duncan came back in the day, like he was like 22. He was more seasoned.
And they won a championship.
And he won a championship his second year.
Yeah,
still won.
You know, so it's like with Wembanyama now, him coming to San Antonio these days, it's a little different, but Pop is still Pop in order to grow guys to become men in this league. And you've seen what he's been able to do with certain
But you
players.
see, the only difference is freaking Tim Duncan had David Robinson to learn under how to be a big man. You get what I'm saying? We forget how the veterans were there to show the youngins how to act on and off the court. We always give just the credit to the head coaches. But back then, it was more of a big brother, little brother system on that court. So he had somebody to shadow. He had somebody to show him how to move. And David Robinson, to me, is one of them unsung guys that no one ever talks about, ever. And I feel like he doesn't get his flowers enough. And it's all respect to Pop. I do feel like Wembanyama is going to get there. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like a couple of preseason games is not, you can't write this kid off. Like you said, he's 19, 20 years old. He, God willing, you know, barring any major injuries, he has a wealth of years of busting ass ahead of him. You get what I'm saying?
I mean, Duncan's a special advisor on the team, right?
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah. I think Duncan's on the coaching staff, Tay.
Again? He's back?
I think he's a special advisor. He's not like on the bench.
Playing along, didn't Duncan and Robinson play alongside each other for maybe a season? Didn't they intersect? Playing alongside.
Yeah. They had 6 seasons with each other.
Yes, there was an intersection in between there between when when Robinson and the Spurs won their championship in 2009. There was a span of time, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Robinson was still in the squad in 2003.
Yeah, he retired that year when he won that last championship. Yeah.
So I feel like it's a little bit of a difference learning with somebody who's in the grind with you. I mean, it's still valuable to learn from somebody who's an AC. You get what I'm saying? But like, or some type of player on the coaching staff. But it's not lost on us that the culture of the entire league has changed.
Yeah.
And also, let's not sleep on. I know this is not a team that a lot of people are talking about. Let's not sleep on Orlando.
No, I'm gonna go to sleep on Orlando. I like
Paolo though.
Night, bitch.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
I mean, listen, Orlando's got more talent on their team right now, unsung, than Miami's got 2 people. So 3 if you count him.
Stop mentioning Tyler Hero, bro. Stop mentioning Tyler Hero.
You just mentioned Orlando. Leave us alone.
Like, it's because he's white. That's why. Get over it.
Yo, put them to sleep like Jay Holiday.
So I think the big question that I want to ask to everybody on the Western side of the conference, on the Western Conference side of things,
fuck the West Coast.
How
East side?
How much disrespect?
I like that move.
How much disrespect are the Nuggets going to get this season? Because I feel like the Nuggets won the title, and everybody's just like, okay, moving on.
I'm disrespecting them now. They're not winning the championship.
Like, thank you. Next.
Right, exactly. Winning the championship this year.
They're getting a lot of. They're going to get a lot of disrespect this season, especially with the Warriors getting CP.
Imagine if they who they got.
Chris Paul.
They got Chris Paul.
Man, nobody ain't worried about no goddamn Chris Paul no more. This is not 2010. Yeah. Randy, you didn't get up on my show and say no shit like that. Now watch us.
Not to the point, God.
Like you really got on my show. What you doing?
Disrespecting the point guard, that hurts.
Gotta relax.
You disrespected him. They got secret. Like that's gonna do something. That's
disrespecting him by putting them expectations on him.
But I really was gonna say one of the questions. I felt like we talked about something with CP3 earlier. I was like, did he retire?
Damn.
I feel like out west,
everybody say Warriors.
everybody's talking about the Warriors. Everybody's
Or
talking
maybe
about
Ben
Phoenix,
Simmons.
everybody's talking about LA. Everybody's talking about the Clippers.
Y'all finna make me give my Father Time speech,
bro.
I'm like, damn.
Oh no,
LeBron-
Father Time been beating the hell out of Chris Paul.
Father
Like,
Time
like,
is beating that
like
ass.
the
bitch.
last
He keep
decade,
getting
they've been
up.
fucking
He
Chris
keep
Paul
getting
up.
up. Like he'll stay down.
Bro, ever
He
since
pulling a joke.
Chris
He
Paul
pulling a
left
Joe Flacco.
freaking New Orleans, Father Time
He
been
been
busting his
pulling a-
ass,
He been
bro.
pulling a Joe Flacco. I don't like that. I don't like that,
My man.
CP.
Real Joe
I don't
Flacco
like
is.
that.
And I like Chris Paul. Bro.
Yo, you
I'm-
sat
I'm
up there
a
with a
Joe Flacco.
straight ass face. You sat up there with a straight ass face.
I can't believe you did that.
Saturday night at 9 p.m. and sat there and said it with your whole chest about CP3 going to the Golden State Warriors like that was supposed to be the goddamn thing.
I'm
You don't
disappointed
want
in you still. I'm
Hey,
disappointed in you still.
Hey,
Even
Oh
with
my
light skinned Jesus can't save everybody. You gotta relax.
you're right.
Like, you gotta relax.
Look at that.
Is he like the
Western
third? Is he like the third string point guard? Like
No, I think he's
starting
starting.
point guard.
They
Like,
started.
sorry.
He's starting.
he's starting?
Yeah, they go.
Yeah.
They're going with a depth lineup at Golden State. With their depth
Where my
lineup.
knife? Where my knife?
I feel like
That's for
like
Steve Kerr. You gonna give the knife to Steve Kerr?
CP3 is starting as a point guard in the league in 2023.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. To be honest, Steve Kerr been wilding as of late. So yeah.
Steve Kerr don't-
So
don't have a damn sense.
so Tavia might have to get that knife.
But I think that's the funny thing.
Who?
With
Are you
about
okay?
the Warriors.
That
Nah,
cough sounded
good.
a little bit COVID-y.
Nah, overly. I've been drinking half the day, so I'm all right.
We got CP3 and the Warriors. Everybody's talking about LeBron and AD. Everybody's
Nobody.
Street
I
clothes?
thought that-
Nobody's talking about street
I
clothes.
thought that nobody's talking about LeBron. And
No, but
nobody's talking about the
Street
Lakers.
clothes?
when you look at the talk around the league when it comes to the Western Conference, everybody's talking about the Clippers if they get James Harden. Everybody's talking about AD and LeBron. Everybody's talking
Nobody's
about
talking about that.
the Warriors.
Nobody.
Everybody's talking about
Nobody's talking
Phoenix.
about that either.
They're only
They're
talking
talking
about
about
Phoenix and Denver. It's Phoenix, Denver.
Phoenix and
that's
Denver.
It.
Yeah.
That's it.
Phoenix
That's what
and
they're talking
Denver.
about.
Nah, Phoenix, Denver,
Oh, I have a
and
question. I have a
Sacramento.
serious question. You know, because I've been so hell bent on football for the past like legit 4 months. Where did Ben Simmons go?
He's
He's
in
still on the
Brooklyn.
net.
Still in Brooklyn.
He learned how to shoot.
Did he?
Yeah, that shit shocked. Yeah, it shocked the shit out of me too.
Does it go in?
Depression will do that to you.
Yeah.
That's a really double-edged question for a guy to ask.
Having Trae Young under the rim, and you could have just dunked it and you pass it
Can
off.
we stop bringing up old shit? I've suffered enough within the last 2 seasons. Leave me the fuck alone. Miami was fucked up too. Don't do this to me. Like, I gotta sit here and I gotta watch fucking Kyrie Irving in a
Excuse me?
Dallas Mavericks shirt and fucking Kevin Durant in Phoenix with Devin Booker and fucking Bradley Beal. Can I live? Can
I'm
I
sorry.
live?
My team
Can I live?
My team didn't trade away all our pieces for 3 people who can't play together. Oh, my bad. Don't bring me into the conversation. I need to have a therapist.
Only
for
to
Ben
get one of
Simmons.
them back, by the way.
Oh,
Only to get one. We traded away Dinwiddie only to get him back.
Pete,
that's true.
can you
Yeah,
stop?
they did.
You was in the Western Conference. How do we get back to fucking Ben Simmons in Brooklyn?
I'm just saying, listen, I almost feel as if the Nuggets need to figure out a way to let this disrespect fuel them.
Try to shut down Joker, which is impossible. So
It's
Yeah.
not impossible. It's not impossible.
Show me somebody who will stop him from getting a triple-double that's not named himself.
I'm just saying it's not impossible. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get figured out.
No.
Most bigs do. Most bigs do get figured out.
Matt, you're right. You're right. It's not impossible to stop Joker because there's only one person that's actually done it twice this season. His name is Joel Embiid.
And you only got to see him twice.
You only got to see him twice. He gave it to him this past season.
Unless you see him in the finals, you only got to see him twice.
I mean,
We
we don't
don't see him in a Philadelphia uniform.
Exactly. So you're only going to see him twice.
You only see him
So you're only
twice.
going to see him twice.
You only see him twice.
But I don't see Denver making the finals. I don't see it. Not this year.
Bruce Brown and Jeff Green leaving that team.
They lost a lot.
them.
They lost a lot.
They lost their toughness. They lost their defense because you got Bruce Brown and Pete gave me shit And Dre gave me shit when he was on Brooklyn. I'm like, yo, he is really an important
I said I like
piece.
Bruce Brown.
So
I
are the
kept saying that
2000
shit.
So
I
are
said
the
I like Bruce
2022 are the 2022 Denver Nuggets the 04 Dallas Mavericks?
You mean the 2003?
Oh, the 03, yeah.
The 03 Mavericks?
Are they a one and done?
2020, the
You mean 2011? You mean the 2011 Mavericks?
Sorry, yes. Are they a one and done?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But they're not winning it this year.
They're not winning this year.
Yeah.
The title's coming out of the title's coming out of the East this year.
I don't think the title coming out the East either.
I don't think that either. Honestly,
a team that people are not speaking about enough, but they're giving too much bad press to is Memphis. And Memphis has all the pieces and they have the maturity now. They're just ESPN, not ESPN, but certain sports sites have kind of dogged out Ja Morant for no reason now.
I'll piss that man off.
And now you're doing too much. At the end of the day, he's a young man. He's serving his punishment. He's serving his fine. Let him live. Leave him alone.
Boy gonna come back trigger happy.
Let's just hope he doesn't do it again.
Listen.
I want him out of Memphis. I'm not gonna hold you. But that's neither here.
I don't want him out of Memphis because Memphis starts to be trash again. So
and they still got JJ Jr., right?
Yeah,
they still got Jaren Jackson Jr. They picked up D Rose and Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain. They have most of the same team from last year, except trash ass Dylan Brooks.
I mean, the West is
got better.
You've got Memphis. You've got a really good young team. I mean, I think a really, really good young team in Oklahoma City. You've got a team that has a lot of potential in Sacramento. Mm-hmm. You have
they're the threat. I really feel like they're the threat. If freaking what the fuck is his name?
I think Houston and Sacramento have the most. They're those bubble teams where they have the potential.
Houston's a playing team.
Yeah.
No, Houston's a playing team. Sacramento, they were third seed last year. The thing about it is,
they were supposed to be the second or first seed. Truth be told,
and then New Orleans, and you got New Orleans. It's going to be a dogfight in the West this year because you got to think about the Pelicans. Who missed out on the playoffs because Zion and we all know what that situation is.
And Brandon Ingram got hurt.
And if health is good, the Lakers and Clippers are both dangerous teams if the health plays the way it's supposed to. They're both dangerous teams.
Listen,
listen. No, they're not.
Kawhi Leonard.
Can we go back to this comment? Sorry.
Yo, that's what the fuck I be talking about. Yes, Dre. That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
East coming back with a vengeance. East infection. Yo.
But no, I think
if he come up with this stuff.
If
shout out to Vince.
And again, it is a big if. Wow. It is a major if. But you can't tell me.
At least we're not talking about virginities.
You got to. It is a major if.
What was that? Give him to him, Queen. What do I hear?
If we're talking about health, we've all said that. We've all said it. I mean, I don't want to talk for Randy because I don't know if Randy has said it. I know everybody on this podcast has said it. They're normal regulars on this podcast. If Anthony Davis is healthy,
street close.
Man, I'm tired of talking about this nigga.
Then LeBron and AD can be
Six Flags.
You know what I just realized? You know what? I was sitting here thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, why is Pete talking so much? It's because he missed the show last week because he went to church. I'm like, damn, you talking so damn much. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Pete, it's okay. We got another show coming up this weekend.
Listen, I'm Dan Orlowski on this.
He in North Carolina. He ain't got shit else to do.
You really don't.
You in Carolina?
Randy.
Yeah, I had to come do my car registration.
Oh man. Because I'm tired of talking about Anthony Davis and his health.
I know. Y'all lost me. What y'all talking about? Some LeBron and AD. I'm like, this ain't the bubble, y'all. The bubble.
Wow.
The milk's gone bad. The milk's gone bad.
James Harden going to the Clippers is not moving the needle because they got to get rid of Terrence Mann or Paul George. It's not moving the needle, so that does not mean
Paul
anything.
George is still in the NBA?
Yes.
I forgot.
I'm not gonna disrespect Paul George. He might get my team 40 this year.
He played last season.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
All 82
half
games.
of it.
Half of it.
No, not all of it. He came back in the
played
playoffs
half?
though.
Yeah. Where was I? What happened to me? Where was I last year?
You decided to not watch the NBA because you said this at the beginning of the year. Last year, you said I'm not watching it.
That's a
So-
good
Shout out to the Las Vegas Aces, by the way. We did.
Yes.
Yes, congratulations,
Dynasty.
to Las Vegas Aces.
Dynasty.
But I really hope I really hope the Liberty are able to run it back next year. I
Yeah,
really
Liberty
hope
have to.
they're able to
Liberty
run it.
have to run it back with this team next year.
They have to.
I'm tired of the Liberty running it back and then lose. They're always the bridesmaid, never the bride. No other WNBA team has been to the finals as much as the Liberty without winning the big one.
She's right.
Yeah, they're like
I
the
mean,
Jerry
I know I'm
West
right.
Because they
WNBA.
always had somebody. I mean, they had Rebecca, they had Hammond and Lobo, and then they got shut
You
down
see,
by.
we talked about
Sparks.
this last week during the show, Peter, and you wasn't here, honey.
Yeah, you was talking to God. You didn't want to
I
talk
was
about
talking to God. And I'm
Sorry,
okay
And
with it.
you know what? You did a no call, no show. We didn't even know where you were.
God gave you your facial hair back.
Yes, he did.
Thank God.
He also gave me.
And if you would have, and the thing is, if you would have did your homework and listened to the episode, I dropped some gems about the WNBA as well. But you know what? It pains me to say because I watched that game and I had to turn it off.
That was a good game.
It was a really good game. Came down to the wire too.
No. They gotta run it back with that team. They need to run it back.
Yeah,
No,
they need to run it back with that whole team the way that it is. But
Mother
you know,
time.
shout outs to the Aces. Like, listen, and I think there was also that disrespect because Wilson felt disrespected by not getting MVP.
MVP, yeah. She felt that in her chest.
I get it, but the way Stewart was cooking in the city this year, man, for me, I get why. But at the same time, like Brandon Stewart was cooking all year.
No, she wasn't. She deserved it.
That's the best team in the Barclays Center right now.
Wilson still felt disrespected.
It's the only good team in the Barclays Center right now.
It's the only good team in the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
They're too good to be in the Barclays Center. Right?
Way too good.
Do you think with this? Do you think there's an argument for Candace Parker being the greatest WNBA player of all time? Is there an argument to be made?
There's an argument to be made. I don't know.
There's an argument to be made.
Where does she land on the
I
greatest?
think she does land in the top 5. I think there's an argument, and I'll bring up
top 10. Top 10.
I give
Top 10?
I don't know about top 5.
Top 10. Candace Parker top 10.
Oh,
I
so
think
Matt, who's your top 5?
Who's your top 5 then?
I'm gonna have to sit down and write it down, but
because he don't know 10
goes back to something
WNBA.
Randy
No,
said.
he don't know 10 WNBA players.
No particular order.
you talking about currently, or you talking like all together?
Yo,
There's some
Dre
dope players from back in the day.
Dre Google it. Dre Google it.
Candace Parker.
Matt don't know 10. Matt don't
Cooper's
know
on
10
your list.
Oh, no, I
WNBA.
ain't Googling.
If Cynthia Cooper's not on your list, Pete,
Right. It's Coop. To me, it's Coop. It's Taurasi. It's Candace Parker.
Taurasi, you put Taurasi.
Over Swoops?
Why do you put Taurasi?
No, I'm not putting them in any specific order.
You know why?
I'm not putting them in any specific order. I'm just saying I think Taurasi is a top 5 player all time in the WNBA.
Ooh, I don't think so.
Talk again. The same way people say Larry Bird ain't up there. Talk to the players who played against him. The players who played against Taurasi will tell you the same thing.
I still don't think Larry Bird is a top 10 player, but
You need to stop.
I don't.
Now, Matt.
I don't think Larry Bird is a top 10 player all time either.
It's not.
Ask his daughter.
Y'all bugging.
Ask Larry Bird's daughter what she thinks.
Okay, what she think?
Ask her.
I don't think Wilt Chamberlain's a top 10 player either.
Facts. Let's talk about it.
No, ask Larry
Yes,
Bird's daughter if she thinks he's the top 10 dad of all time. I don't think she's.
Oh,
gonna
wow.
Oh, that's like asking Aaron Rodgers' parents if they think he's a top 10.
Can we
player
not
all time.
do this shit right now? I'm not gonna keep talking through this.
I don't think.
Hold on. Where's my turtleneck? We're talking about fathers here.
Right.
Right.
No, listen. I think, and I'm gonna bring up some
No,
cross.
let's say your top 5. Go ahead, tell your top 5.
I'm waiting for Sue Bird. Where's Sue Bird?
No.
Sue Bird I think is up there too.
No particular order. Cooper. I got Cooper there. Maya Moore.
Taurasi.
Tarasi's up there, but she's not like
Swoops.
Swoops. And
How much is that so far?
That's 4.
How much is that? That's 4.
Leslie? Lisa Leslie?
No,
Lisa Leslie.
Lisa's in the top 10.
Lisa's top 10.
Catchings.
Top 10.
Top 10.
My issue is it's like Randy. It's like you said earlier.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Candace might have a chance for top 5.
Yeah, I think it's a lot like what Randy said earlier today on his on Backstage Brawl. I
froze that whole time. I didn't hear none of that.
There is a major argument to be made for Candace
Did you
Parker.
Did you guys hear me say Sue Bird at all?
Yes.
You said
Yes.
Sue Bird.
I said she's in my top 5.
Sue Bird's top 10 for me.
I think it's a subjective.
So
it's a subjective list.
We forgot all about like Lisa Leslie. So
Lisa's top 10.
Lisa's on that list.
How's Lisa Leslie not top 5? But like that, I don't understand that.
It's
no,
because
Candace Parker is a different beast though.
Yeah, it's also the era of the WNBA that Leslie played in. I think Leslie was the most dominant player of her era by far.
What about
Della Don's up there, but I think top 15.
Outside, she's outside the top 10.
Della Don is definitely outside.
Lisa Leslie.
I put Lauren Jackson in there before I put
Lisa Leslie played in an era of the WNBA where she was by far the most dominant player in the WNBA at that time. I think if you put Lisa Leslie in today's WNBA, for example,
what about Dawn Staley?
Prime,
Tina Thompson.
Dawn does not get the recognition she should as a player because she played for such a short period of time.
Yo, what was the girl name from Minnesota?
Katie Smith or Maya Moore?
One. And I think that's the thing. I think when you think about
Shamika Fowler.
Fowles.
I think there's
Sylvia Fowles.
Yeah, there's a lot of great players that came from that early generation of the WNBA, and I think a lot of current players do get a little bit of ranked a little ahead of them because of the different style of play in the WNBA and the different level of competition now in the WNBA. But I do think, like at the end of the day, people like Catchings and Swoops and Coop and all of them, like they are gonna always be up there because they solidified that foundation. I think with Lisa Leslie, it's a little tough because there was really nobody in Lisa Leslie's class. The closest person to Lisa Leslie was...
That's her fault?
No, it's not her fault. But like the closest... The thing was, I remember when the Liberty and the Sparks were like always back neck and neck. Everybody was...
Don't worry about it.
Because if you say that, then that means Wilt Chamberlain ain't shit. Bill Russell ain't shit.
Well, no, but
But
again, this is why people
look. Wilt and Bill are not top 10.
Right, but this is why people look at Russell and look at Wilt.
No, Jerry West is not top 10 either.
No one ever said Jerry West is top 10.
Better not fucking be.
No,
I think the reason why
Jerry West is top 10 is the grocery store workers he was playing against.
It's like listen, this is and Randy's probably heard this argument because you've probably seen this clip. It's like people talking about like how Babe Ruth is devalued nowadays because he didn't go up not a single Dominican, not one. Right. Right.
Yo.
That's fact.
That was so racist.
That's
You
fact.
gotta relax.
It's racist now, but it's fact.
You gotta. It's factual.
Babe Ruth did not come up to the plate against a pitcher that threw a curveball at all.
The Dominicans are my neighbors now.
No, we do not condone
Is Babe Ruth hitting a home run off of Pedro Martinez?
the opinions expressed by Peter
Martinez might hit him with the ball.
He might hit him with the ball.
Opinion shared by me.
No, but the thing is, Babe Ruth played in an era of baseball for the entirety of.
I said he looked racist, and he just proved my point.
I'm just saying, Abdul-Jabbar get worked out by Shaq. That's my opinion.
For sure.
That's my opinion.
Right.
I feel like he'll get destroyed
for
by
sure.
And that, but see, here's the thing: when we
and
compare
Dwight Howard,
generational.
I said I feel like Dwight Howard will work.
Dwight Howard might try to work out Kareem in a different way.
You see, now you taking it to a different level. Taking it to a different level. You taking it to you know what? This is not that other.
What happened in
this is
Bangkok stays in Bangkok.
This is not that B show that you guys did on Monday. We have to class up the joint a little bit, okay?
Look, at
Wait,
the end of the day, what's said about Babe Ruth is the same
Don't
thing
say
you
that
could
in
say.
front of me.
What's said about Babe Ruth is the same thing you can say about Lisa Leslie. It's the same thing you can say about Wilt.
Man.
They
But
played
you
in
know,
an era where
but that's evolution, though. People
Oh,
take
man.
what they see, but the thing is, y'all can say that all about that, but y'all can't say that LeBron took MJ's game and made it better. But I'm gonna hold y'all.
Magic
did,
Johnson and Scottie
But
Pippen.
we can
Yes.
say, but
Michael
we can
Jordan,
say,
yeah.
but we can say all that though. Well, we can say everybody else. So we can't say that. Like even Kobe took MJ's game and made it.
no,
better.
Kobe
Well,
took MJ's game to another level. Yes,
but no one says that though.
I
mean,
do.
People be like,
even
that's
Kobe-
no.
Kobe
But
would say
can I say something, Peter? Goddamn, can I
I
speak?
didn't say nothing.
Yeah, Peter.
God
Hey,
damn it,
Peter.
It was that man. Him.
But you see how we say Babe Ruth didn't face this person, Kareem never faced Shaq, and Wilt never faced this person. But you know what? No one ever that's what I told you. See, you guys tonight have proved the point that I've been trying to make on this show for 4 years. We always make that point with everybody else except for Michael Jordan.
Is this
Yo, there's
another
never
way
gonna
of
be an
trying to
NBA show we
disrespect
do where she
LeBron?
don't talk
Checkmate.
about
Is that what
Michael
we
Jordan.
doing right now?
Checkmate.
Is this about
Checkmate.
LeBron again?
Checkmate. I'm sorry.
You're like three more compliments for me calling you LeBron sexual. I'm trying not to.
It took me 4 years, but checkmate. Thank you.
Yo, Dre,
night.
can you make a shirt? Can you make a shirt with Tay saying
Checkmate.
MJ's overrated?
Checkmate.
You gotta let that New York Knicks hate go, man. Like
That needs to be a shirt. There needs to be a shirt with Tay just saying
You still
MJ's
feel the way
overrated.
about 94 and 95. I
Mate.
really believe that's what this is about.
Checkmate. Y'all just sat there, went on a whole tangent. I don't even know how it started. It obviously started with Peter.
Pete,
About this person being better than this person, that person being better than this person. Y'all got all homophobic, y'all got all racist, and then
nobody said. Look, we all know Dwight Howard like dick pics and like getting his ass ate. Nobody's homophobic.
When I said this person took that person's game and made it better, now it's crickets. Checkmate.
Nobody, what are you talking about?
We agree.
It's checkmate, bitch. It's checkmate. It took me 4 years, but the queen is always on top.
No, she's not.
Always.
No.
Always.
Look, whatever.
Always. You've never beat me in an argument. Ever.
Jordan delusions.
Well, nobody beat you in an argument because you punch him in the face.
Exactly.
How can I punch you in the face virtually? Make it make sense. I haven't seen you in person in like 4 years.
Why you think I'm wearing protective gear to the anniversary show?
All you gotta do is get it out. All you gotta do is get it out of your girlfriend's car. You probably bought it from AutoZone.
Oh shit.
Where is she anyway? She there with you?
No, she's not.
She's smart. I
I'm
wasn't taking that.
I'm literally just here for the day.
Because she would have had to fix a flat tire.
You would have had
to fix the flat.
No, I do that.
You'd have made her get out and get the jack.
Get the jack.
Randy, what you don't know is what Pete does for his girlfriend on anniversaries is he buy her like stuff from Pet Boys and AutoZone. That's how
she had
You probably get spammed by all those coupons and shit.
So Randy,
and she's still with you,
Randy. Yeah. So my pops,
but I'm bougie.
That's hard.
My pops bought her. My pops bought her a Halo for her car because she saw the one I had and she liked it. And I took
now it's your pops though.
Now your pops bought it. Wow.
And I took credit for it. I took credit for it because she really
I hope she ain't watching the show because you ain't getting none no more. That is crazy. She valued
that. So you lied to us.
Crazy. You lied to us. That is crazy.
I took credit for it.
Yeah, so you lied and you cheat.
You really are from the Bronx. That's
I'm
crazy.
not cheating. Every present I have bought her, has been jewelry.
You really are from the Bronx. That shit's crazy.
Every present I have bought her has been jewelry. And the next piece of jewelry that she gets, and the next piece of jewelry that she gets is one that she'll wear on her hand.
Oh,
But don't try to fix that shit. Don't try to fix that shit.
Don't do this
Don't try to fix that shit. No.
All right. I have a serious question, and depending on how you answer this, how many carats?
I'm still learning that, so I don't know yet.
Good answer. Because
I don't know anything about that.
That's a good answer. Hey, you gotta give him that.
Process.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of learning that, so I can figure that out.
Hold on. Well, why not ask me?
You knew that was coming. Because you 25K Tay, why the fuck would he ask you? He can't afford
the perfect person to ask. Hold on.
He can't afford what she about.
But it's a range. I could be like, hey, if you're looking for this to this, I could show you a guide.
Man, you both know you don't go to Zales.
So currently, Tay.
Yeah, my boyfriend bought me something from Zales. I was like, oh.
Your boyfriend? Oh, you domesticated him?
Once. No.
Oh,
this is my past story.
So Tay, while I've been doing,
we don't do that over here. We don't do that over here.
While I've been doing independent,
why are we not talking about the NBA season right now? This is crazy.
While I've been doing independent research right now, the reason why I haven't gone hard body into the research or asking questions is because I figure out the when and where now before I figure.
They don't sell engagement rings at AutoZone.
No. Charles Schwab. Yeah.
Yo.
How do we get here?
I don't know how we got here, but it's
so who's going to ring? Let's make the too early prediction.
Point the other way.
The way too early prediction. Who do we think is getting that ring this year?
Let's be smart. Let's do it this way. Who's coming out the East? Who's coming out the West? And who's winning? Or who's winning it all?
Boston. And y'all got the Celtics winning.
Wait,
who do you got coming out the West?
Bro.
Who I got out the West?
Who's coming out the East? Who's coming out the West? And then who's winning it all?
Boston, Phoenix. Boston.
And then Boston. All right. Dre. Same?
No. Miami, Phoenix. Phoenix. Oh, y'all thought I was gonna go with somebody else? Oh, y'all
You think about the show?
Off the show.
Man.
He took himself off the show. I moved the ball away too.
You got faith in playoff Jimmy, baby.
Have playoff Jimmy the past 3 years ever let me down? Come on, like he just got to get there.
I see you.
I'm not saying they're gonna win the finals because Lord knows whatever the Western Conference got over there, Miami cannot handle. But
the East is strong this year.
So
the East was strong. The East has been strong the last two. And Miami has beat the juggernauts. They weren't supposed to beat the Knicks.
But if the West is so strong, why have we spent the past hour and 10 minutes only talking about the East?
Great question.
Fucking Miami.
I brought up the West, and then we lost the plot.
Yeah, because you talked the whole fucking episode. That's why. That's what you get.
I have valuable insights.
I didn't say anything about your value, but you came for me, so I'm coming for you.
Bobby Brown, who you got?
You see, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Nate Robinson came back.
Yo, whose goal is it?
Nate Robinson.
Shit.
We said he was Mario Chalmers.
Norris Cole.
Yo.
Come on, half a chain. Let's go.
You got one more time to come out and come at me, and you out here looking like Frosty the Snowman. You got one last time to come at me. And Pete, you already.
And your little ass look like the button on Frosty the Snowman's chest.
You! Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Yo, when
Hold
he
on, I
stood
gotta
up,
put this in the private chat.
When he stood up, it looked like when Mario shrink when he get hit by the Koopa. Or
Sick of y'all niggas, man. Get on my goddamn nerves.
Mario, Matt always eat the small
I
mushroom.
put my comment in the private chat out of respect for Tay.
Nah, Pete, you gotta relax.
Nah, don't bring that back around. Don't bring that back around. She already finished you. Don't out of respect for Take nothing.
Right.
Well, no, that comment I have to out of respect for Tay.
I said you gotta let that breathe.
Damn.
Matt, no, for real. On a serious note.
Oh my god. I got
Matt.
Y'all not gonna bully my guy, man.
I got Phoenix and Boston, but I got Boston winning. As much as I want Dame to win.
So you and Randy got the same line.
Yeah.
That's why they're on the same black show.
Damn.
Stan, she dissing the shop.
I told you I would. The thing is, why do you guys test me? If I told y'all I'm gonna keep the same energy. The best part of that show was my girl's boyfriend.
Shantice.
Oh,
right, and Chanel, and Janelle's.
Wow. Like so. Wow.
damn.
True. Good to know.
That shit don't bother me. Y'all talking about wow. That shit don't bother me.
Y'all exactly. It should bother you. You know what? Y'all know where y'all bread get butter at.
But I'm just saying.
Bother me because she already said she was gonna. She said she was gonna do it already. I was well prepared.
I'm just saying, like, so we didn't have good insight. So we ain't had no good insight in what we said. It's crazy. That's all right. Good enough.
Y'all, let me tell you something. Y'all ignored every positive thing I said, but always talk every ounce of nonsense that I put in the chat. Y'all highlight.
Mm-hmm.
But when I drop gems, y'all ignore it. So y'all obviously like me at my most outrageous. And then you're gonna invite Wyclef to come on my show and cut me off 11 times. Well, you know.
That was Pete, but it's all good.
At least, but you know what? At least you didn't come on here with that pink do-rag. So I will give you that. At least you came here without that pink do-rag. So you are forgiven. And you are welcome to come back. You are welcome.
Thank you.
I'm the white devil, so it's fine.
But you see, you keep throwing these little racist things. Like, Peter, every time I called you racist, like you keep throwing all these little racist. Like, what's going on here? You get into North Carolina.
I think it's you know what I think it is. I think it's just it's the Confederate air here in North Carolina.
You know,
what part of North Carolina you in again?
Raleigh.
Hey, Barry.
Raleigh's not bad like that.
Not that bad.
Raleigh.
Right,
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with the party line in the West, and I am gonna take Phoenix in the West. But I think Dame has something to prove, and I think Giannis is gonna be motivated, and I'm gonna take Milwaukee in the East and Phoenix in the West, and I think this is the year Dame's gonna get that ring, and Giannis is gonna get another one. I'm taking Milwaukee over Phoenix in the NBA Finals.
Damn, so you got him beating Devin Booker twice?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Since no one has had the manners to ask me,
I asked you before you started yelling at Peter. So that's on Peter. Peter cut you off.
I also thought you were going last because you was the one who asked the question. I thought you were saving the best for last.
Yeah, you see? Thank you.
Oh,
anyway.
Fuck you, Pete.
Oh.
You got a little Hershey right there.
Queen, who did you pick? Who are you picking?
I'm going to be the oddball. And I'm going to say, I echo Pete with the East. I think it's going to be Milwaukee. I also think that Dame has something to prove. I think that Giannis is going to be a beast coming out of this year. And I think Milwaukee's going to be the team. For some reason, I feel it. And on the West, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with Denver.
Damn.
And go with Denver. Because let me tell you something. I'm not with this whole KD thing. I think KD chases rings. I think he's corny as hell for how he moves, and I don't know.
I like that.
No.
I like that.
I like that move.
No.
I like that move. I like that move. No, it's said by KD. I like that move.
4 years.
That
I need counseling for this goddamn show. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. So
you the reason for your own shit, Matt.
I am I'm hexing the Phoenix Suns.
Not the hex again.
Oh Lord.
I already got trauma for that shit.
KD gonna tear his MCL, ACL.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Why the fuck would you say that?
Yo, the Jets are doing pretty all right though. They're at 500.
You know,
they're doing all
and
right.
Aaron Rodgers is ahead of his rehab schedule.
Pete, shut up. Please shut
up.
Is he?
Don't worry.
Oh, you know what? On the field.
You know what?
I ain't worried about it.
You know what happened? You know what happened? I said what I said about church. And God was like,
watch this.
Oh, no, don't worry about it. I'm still in good graces with the big guy upstairs. Don't worry about it.
Never have.
We got something coming for Aaron Rodgers. Don't you worry.
You know what we're gonna do? You know what we should do, Pete? Dre, you know what we should do? We should write an email to his parent. We should parent trap him.
Wow. Yes. We should get his parents tickets to a home game.
We should get his parents tickets.
The one that he's coming back on. So we got to figure out when he's coming back.
Exactly.
Have him there. Email the show like, hey.
Basis. Every 2 weeks, I get mentally abused. It ain't about
mentally
abused. This is the first time I talked about Aaron Rodgers in a while, bro.
Yeah, it's been at least a month. At least.
Yeah, because he's been injured that long. So I mean, hey.
And then Pete, the worst Nets fan on earth, always looking for some way to fucking trash him. I don't understand that.
I speak truth. I'm not going to be a biased fan just because I'm a fan. I'm going to speak the truth.
Say truth with an F? In one episode, you can't say reciprocal and then say truth. It is a paradox.
Teacher.
It doesn't make sense. You can't say reciprocal.
I work in the public school system.
Truth. It doesn't. It contradicts the whole.
I work in the public school system. I got to relate to my kids.
The English don't have one.
I blame little Jimmy.
Jimmy. Before we get off the air, there's this song circulating called "Barbie" by Jaden Alexis, and I did not want to like the song. Blueface's baby mama.
Why is people still talking about this motherfucker? I don't understand this shit.
I don't know why.
Who is he, bro?
But I've been listening to this song on repeat. It is working. It is working. It is working.
It's the same dude that smashed Meg Thee Stallion that we're talking about.
Is Blueface a Smurf?
He just said.
Is that why they call him Blueface?
No, he's called Blueface because he's a Crip.
Oh, I care even less. Okay, cool. I'd have been more enticed if he was a Smurf.
Enticed. Wow. That's what happened.
So you like Smurf?
That's wild.
I dated a small girl once.
That's wild and crazy.
For some reason, that doesn't.
I'm just letting that go.
Wait.
He keeps going.
Dre. Hit my music, please.
Oh, okay.
See what you done fucking did? See what you done did?
Oh, shit. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of Tavia's Tea Time. It is your girl, Tavia Regina, reporting from here, there, everywhere. And for the first time in a very long time, I have been rendered speaking. Pete.
I
Pete, Pete, can you go into detail and explain to me what you just said?
I'm tagging out.
And I really want to know. I want to unpack this a little bit.
No, I don't. I'm not part of this.
You see these tears? I'm crying, man.
Are you serious? Because I want to turn it into a conversation. Like, have we ever dated anybody that had who needed special accommodations? Because I have a story for that.
No, you gotta save it for Saturday.
No, we're gonna do this now because I have something else to talk about on Saturday. Pete, please.
Season, I got hype, and then we just veered left. We veered the hell.
Drove the car off the road.
He talking about fucking Smurfs and I don't like the look of it.
I need you to explain to me. Is this true?
God damn it.
True?
Oh my God.
Dre, that's the name of this episode. The NBA season. I don't like the look of it.
Okay. The short story.
No, this will be
God. You gotta relax.
Yo.
No, long
You
and short
gotta
of it.
relax.
No, long and short of it. Peter. He done lost his mind.
It's that Bronx shit. That's that Bronx shit.
Oh my God.
100%.
He's unhinged.
Nah, bro.
This is unhinged behavior.
Okay.
I quit. I can't do this.
Shit, you.
I was in college.
Some Bushwick Bill shit. That's what this is about. This is some Bushwick Bill shit. I don't even like this. I was in
college. And she was 4'10".
I pray for your girlfriend every week.
Oh, that's not bad. My mother's 4'11", bro.
Yeah, I pray for your girlfriend.
But the way you put it, Pete.
Bro. The way you worded it, I'm thinking
she's like 3 foot or some shit.
Yeah,
I've never actually met
in real
life. I've only ever seen them on TV, but I've never actually met like a vertically challenged person in that regard, like in real life. I've only ever seen them on TV or like things like that, but I've never actually met like I don't know if little person is the correct term, but I've never met like a little person in that regard. I don't know how I would react to it if I'm being very honest, because I think it's very jolting. Like when you first what just happened here, but. It'd be like the dude from Scary Movie shaking his strong hand at you. Like, what just happened?
It's not the same. That's not the same.
That's not the same.
But no, she was 4 foot. She was 4'10". I was in college, and it was more like, I mean, she was attractive, but the girl that I had dated prior to her was the first girl that I ever dated that was taller than me, and the girl that I had dated prior to that, she was like 6'1".
You climb trees, cool.
Yeah, she's 6'1". I'm 5'10". So
you are not 5'10".
I am.
You are 5'8".
No, I am. Legitimately, I am 5'9.5". Legitimately, I'll say legitimately, I am 5'9.5", but I've always said I'm 5'10". And anytime I've stood next to somebody who is legitimately 5'10", we are literally the same height. But so I've like legitimately, like when I go to the doctor, it's 5'9.5". I think one doctor said 5'9 3/4", but that's it. But no, she was 6 foot. She was 6'1". She was 6'1". I'm 5'10". And then after we dated,
I want to hear about the little person.
Oh, she was 4'10". I met her at a party in college, and one thing led to another.
What happened at the party?
He got head.
My man said one thing led to another. Come out.
The same night.
I'm in college parties. We were both inebriated.
So I have to ask you one question.
Then you guys should give it.
Listen, it is not our fault. It is not our fault.
I said it was a short story.
We were signing off. We were like this close.
4 years of this shit. It's been 4 years of this shit, and we supposed to be
the
talking about
train just
sports.
ran past the tractor.
4 years of this. 4 years of this.
I mean, Matt, this might be the
Is
one.
there
thing,
anybody
Matt,
else here with any other stories of anybody have ever dated anybody who needed reasonable accommodations?
Matt, this might be the one thing that's not bigger than sports.
I have. So I was in junior high school, right? And I was getting ready to go to the school that everybody popular in the neighborhood was going to. And I met this kid, I'm not going to say his name, through his sister. And no, I'm not going to do that. And
because I'll be saying names.
And locations, motherfucker. This nigga be wilding. I don't know what he.
So So this was Labor Day, and I was hanging out in my neighborhood and getting ready to go. This was my first time going to a public school. I had begged my parents to go to public school because I did not want to go to private school for 7th grade because I wanted to go to school with all my friends, right? And all my friends from the hood was going up this 275, which is at the time known as the worst junior high school in Brownsville. But I wanted to go there so bad, right? So I'm like, yeah, I want to go so bad. So my friend was like, my brother, he's going to 275 too. He's also starting the 7th grade. I'm like, great. I meet her brother. I think he's so cute. So we start talking, and he's like, we start playing basketball and everything. So at the end of the night, he's like, yo, do you want to be my girlfriend? And I'm like, yeah, school starts tomorrow. He was like, all right, I will walk you to school. So he meets me at 7:55, like we planned, we walk to school. So it's time for us to go, outside of school, everybody has to line up by their classes. So now it was time for us to all get into our classes. So of course it's like 7A, 7B, and then it was like the special needs line. So I veer off onto my line, and he veered off onto his line. And I looked and checked and saw that he went on to the special needs line. He was in special.
You talking about resource? He was a resource?
I knew you were going to start.
He was in the IEP program. They used to call it a totally different name back then. And
right,
I'm not going to say that name. And then when he went on that line, I never spoke to him again.
Ooh. Oh, you foul. You a foul nigga, bro. That's wild.
Hey, man.
I mean,
especially he's got two. He was on the short bus, man.
What Tay don't tell us that she left him for his para.
Yo.
His para will be so. Yeah, but remember, it was not my finest moment, but it was junior high school, bro. And junior high school kids.
You're young. You're young.
I mean, I thought about talking to somebody.
And you know what? And I thought something was a little off because he was a little musty the day before. He was a little musty. He was a little musty. I'm not gonna lie. He was a little musty. I attributed it to us playing basketball, and I thought maybe he forgot.
There was a girl when I was growing up in elementary school.
Wait, I'm sorry, Pete. I don't mean to cut you off, but there was somebody in the wheelchair that what the fuck?
Oh no!
Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't stop it. I'm not gonna say the name because this person
the person's lovely, but
this person is an amazing person.
God damn, son.
But
high. I was high.
Who told you to eat the? Who told you to eat the?
Y'all should have never left me by myself. I told y'all don't do that.
Bro, me and Mikey, Mikey will come on and tell you, he's like, yo, where that nigga mad at? Because it was me and Mikey just chilling. You disappeared for a while.
I want to disappear right now.
Huh?
I want to disappear right now.
Bruh. Like, yo, the fact that you was on one that day, because I was trying to get Mikey a drink, and then you disappeared, and the next minute, you pulled me aside. Listen, bro.
I ain't going nowhere.
That will forever be one of some of the funniest shit that happens, bro. You a funny nigga.
The way she looked at me, I thought about it, and then it was just like
you thought about it.
Yeah, you did.
I ain't gonna hold you. I thought
Matt thought about this shit for like a month.
Matt was ready to go. Matt was ready to go.
Wait, you was considering it? You know what?
Yes.
You know what? Nah, because I rock with my girl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna condone it, but you should have took her to Pound Town.
I was thinking, I asked questions. I looked it up. I wanted to know if it still worked. All of that.
You should have used the chair, and you should have used the chair and everything.
That's what he was saying that time too.
It would have been so easy.
That's what I was trying to tell you. I was going to put over. Never mind. We ain't going to do that.
All right.
I'm domesticated now. I'm happy where I'm at. Shout out to Gina. It's my baby. I love her.
Yes, you are.
And she bad. Really, I hope one day me and her could do an episode of Tea Time. I think we'd have a great time.
She'd be down for it. She got a podcast herself.
Absolutely.
She got a
maybe
podcast.
Since nobody else ever invites me to do their podcast, maybe she will. Maybe and the thing is, I don't understand why people be hating on me. Like nobody ever want to put me on their podcast. Like
I'll ask her right now.
That's what happens when you're the best at the top of your game. Like nobody wants you on their show or nothing like that. It's okay. I keep being the GOAT that I am.
I said, Tavia asked, would you ever want to be on Tea Time?
Yo, Vin is on another level. We need to have him back on the show.
Shout out to Pound Town.
Vin need to be. I know, Vin. That was wrong. I ain't
gonna hold you though, Tay. If Grizz was there, something probably would have happened. Grizz would have made it happen. I was sitting there contemplating. I'm like, nah, I don't think I can do it. But I'm like,
listen, me and Stan said, listen,
every night. Don't do that.
What happened?
Me and Stan was like, yo, do what you gotta do, man. But the way you came up to us and asked us that question, and then we wanted to
that's because it kicked in. The edible kicked in at that time. I was like,
yeah, because you was on some timing, bro.
Okay.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was.
Yo, I'll come on your pod. You missed it. I was talking about Emilio the other day on our podcast about our bond. But yeah, man.
Wait, Vince,
nobody did invite me.
Like, what I did to you?
I don't.
What I ever do to you?
I don't. What you call it? I don't ever get invited to be on nobody podcast. Nobody ever want to hear nothing I have to say. It's okay. Being the GOAT. Huh?
You want to come on the shop?
So we can talk about canceling it.
Wow.
Why the fuck are you laughing? What's so fucking funny?
There we go.
My daughter's acting. I was gonna say a bad term. My daughter's acting a little.
No, she's not.
No.
Marion, shut up. Stop.
Can't use that word on air.
I know. You have to just edit it. But anyway, nah. Where did Pete go?
You know what happened.
I don't.
His girlfriend called him.
She was like,
"What's going on show
little people, huh?" Matt about to get that call.
I
didn't do nothing wrong.
I have another serious question for Tea Time. Is it true? And it's not. We're not talking about men in relationships, right? Mm-hmm. We're not talking about. We know that you are happy and all the stuff like that. Is it true that a man will fuck anything?
No.
Yes.
That's not true.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it's
wouldn't
possible.
fuck with anything.
Yes. Yes.
Like they don't have to have no legal.
I mean, then again,
I ain't gonna hold you.
There are people with no morals out here just running around just ODing.
Lawrence?
Like they don't have to.
Yo!
Like, hold on, they don't have to like you to smash you.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of
people like that.
I gotta relax. I'm sorry.
And
that was that was foul.
Any person who walk in the club specifically like, oh, I'm gonna bring something home tonight. Yeah, those are people.
I think I only got one that I ever smashed. I was like, damn, why I did that?
I mean, we all had that.
Nah,
but that was like me in my first time.
It was just
right.
You let Tia live. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I started off bad. That start the game bad, but after that,
I'll never get over that shit. I'm like, he's wild, yo.
But yo, Tavia's tea time always turns into something that I learned stuff about you guys that I never thought I would learn. Like I didn't know that Pete had a fetish for little people.
None of us did.
He's a very, very complex
He's
man.
Peculiar.
He's
a complex man.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. Yo, look, ain't nothing wrong with it. Some of them be having some big old butts. There's nothing wrong with that. But like
prostitutes at 13 is wild. I'm just saying, it's wild.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You right behind them at having sex on the steps at 12. So,
it wasn't on the steps.
Right.
It was.
So, Randy, how old were you when you lost your
I was 19, actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
guess how old I was?
21.
Yo, you an asshole, bro.
22.
She gonna kill you one of these days, man.
No, he's close. I was 22.
My man should know the answer. Matt was on the damn episode.
He wasn't paying attention.
I was honestly in and out of that.
That was Matt.
I was getting
no, because you trying to. I know I did see that episode because you was trying to avoid your story because they kept asking you, Matt, what's your story? What's your story?
I was getting yelled at.
But why were you getting yelled at?
Because I didn't tell her that story. That everybody found out at one time. That was supposed to be that shit. Me and her was supposed to have that conversation, and I didn't have that conversation with her first. We got hit with the left field because Pete wanted to be all wild and slaying prostitutes at preteenish.
All right, we getting a little long. Dre, you might have to cut. You might have to cut some of this episode, bro, because it's going long, fam.
Nah, this is strictly for YouTube and Facebook. So people not gonna listen.
She said yes.
Whenever. Listen, y'all two could just do the episode for real. And I can sit down and listen to y'all talk for like an hour, 2 hours. Go ahead.
I'm so terrified of where that's gonna go.
Why, Matt? It not everything gonna be about you.
Exactly.
Not gonna be about you.
First of all, we are two beautiful Black queens with careers, and we're mothers. We have so much other shit to talk about. Okay. First of all, we're beautiful. First of all, we're mothers. First of all, we have careers. Second of all, we could talk about life, and we know how to dress.
About the Jada shit. She got so much stuff to talk about with that. She really want to talk about that. That Jada
about
shit.
what?
The Jada shit.
Yeah, we can talk about life. Let me say something too. As you guys know, I give really good advice.
You do.
I know I bullshit and stuff on here. Don't get me wrong. But y'all know, I just put up a front, y'all could come to me and talk to me about anything. You know how many times I gave good advice to y'all? I
come to you all the time.
Yeah, so I know I come across as a real asshole on this show, but it's all in jokes and love.
Real asshole, 100%.
Hell yeah. Y'all see the outside me on this show. There's a whole nother side to me that you have to earn.
The Air Affinity on the show. That's what we say. Air Affinity. We are still live. We've been doing this a lot. We just be going on live, going crazy, and everybody just be, especially.
There was one thing that I learned about doing a show early on, and I remember it when it was the first time Tay yelled at me about cutting her off. And it was something. It was during a conversation about boxing or something. I was trying to move on, but whatever she was saying, it was important in the end of the overall spectrum of the conversation. But it was more like with y'all, if the conversation is flowing, I just gotta let that shit ride.
Yeah,
deal with it. You gotta let it ride and deal with it. But
are you toxic if you say, "Come see me one more time," and then you can ignore me forever, like you want?
We're cutting the show off, ladies and gentlemen. Right. We're gonna talk in a second. We're gonna talk in a second. So, for
you can talk. I'm gonna see you one more time, and then I'll cut you off just like you want. Shit, is that
Do not write that.
Shouts to Randy from Backstage Brawl. They're on every Saturday on the Sports Hit List.
Don't write that.
No.
Shout out to you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
What you think will happen?
I know it.
And bro, listen. You see the show every Saturday. You know how it goes with us too. So especially when Tyler going at Eric. So you already know how it is.
Next time, shave the hair on your chin, bro. Next time you come on my show, you should be clean shaven. Thank you very much.
Not like Pete, though. Not like Pete.
No. Listen. As a Haitian, I can never go full shaven. No, I can't. No, because the jokes from Matt, I can't take. I can't take the Haitian jokes.
I think I did pretty good. I didn't even.
Wyclef, how old are you?
I'm 31.
You're a baby. God damn. I'm so older than everybody now. God damn.
Dude, Pete, close to age.
Pete is close to. How old is Pete? Where did he go? Did he even say bye?
He went to the land of the Smurfs.
He just abruptly left here to go pray.
Wow. What do you think will come? I don't like the look of it. My man said,
for the Smurf hunters. This
nigga like
for BK Matt, for the people who chant Randy, for the Queen, Air Infinity, Queen Tay. It is your boy Big Baby signing off. Peace.